I don't know.
Don't point the camera to your face right now.
Hmm. I don't know, dude. I'm kind of new. Like, I don't really do this often.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Just do a body shot like this.
I will. I don't know. I want to see what you look like first, man.
Just show me that. Let me see that you're real first.
Shit, dude. Why you stressing me?
Let me just see you.
I don't know, dude. You're kind of fleeking me. You're kind of throwing off my jive, bro.
Let me just see a body shot like I'm showing you.
Dude, I'll show you my body, man. But first you gotta show me your face, bro. Fuck you. You hung up, you cocksucker. He's a smart guy. Well, he's an idiot because he's going after a 13-year-old kid, but he's smart enough to not show his face. I'll be like, you're fleeking, bro. Why do the decoys say such stupid shit? Now I'm like saying stupid ass shit, you're fleeking. Like, what the fuck does fleek even mean? Fleek? I think that means good. Like, oh, that's on fleek. That's on point. That's on jive. Alright, here you go. You guys ready? Let's do this. Let's do this. You're fleeking, bro. You're alright. Ready, set, go. You hear me?
Yeah.
You're fleeking, bro. You're fleeking my jive. You're putting the Astros in the dome, boy. Why are you doing this to me? What did I do to you? Why do I deserve this?
Just show me a body shot, man.
Nah, dude, you're fleeking. You're creeping on me, bro. Here we go. I'm gonna call him back. Here we go. You there?
What's going on, man?
My jive is going on cause I'm hot like my cock. I bust hip hop at the spot. Why are you doing this to me? I don't deserve this. My life sucks. I'm gay. I can't tell anybody. My parents hate me.
Turn on your cam. Let me see you.
Dude, you're fleeking. You keep fleeking like freaking Mary J. Blige and Obliquin. I'm sucking dick like Steven. Swag, bitch.
You obviously listen too much rap.
Dude. I'm gonna say, yeah, bro. Make good coin. Maybe I'm not a very good decoy when it comes to being a young 13-year-old gay kid. Maybe I'm not a good decoy when it comes to that.
Well, hey there, Bass Chalman here. Let me start my song and then I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Every now and then, I like to go through here and kind of reply to a bunch of comments. I read all the comments. I try to reply to, several. And today I'm going to go through here and reply to a bunch of them. So, let's see what we got here. Merchant of England says, Suckaroot? Rub assholes? You ain't kidding. I'm going to hit the thumbs up. I'm going to say, yeah, you ain't kidding. Yeah. I say that a lot. Okay. Okay, Colleen? It's probably Colleen. I don't know how to pronounce names. Harry Potter and the Rabbi's Bone. Harry Potter and the Chat Log of Secrets. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Alexandria. Harry Potter and the Goblin of Firecrotch. Harry Potter and the Chugger of the Piss. Harry Potter and the Rabbi's Little Prince. Harry Potter and the Rubbing Assholes. I'm gonna say. Sometimes I can't even think of anything good to say. Most of the time I can't think of anything good to say. That's why I don't say anything. I'm gonna say, oh God.
My God.
That's like cool. Lol. Give her a little rose. Cha. Here we go. JB says, sucking teenage dick is not kosher. You ain't fucking kidding. You ain't shitting. Cha. You ain't shitting, JB. Give him a rose. Yeah. Cha. Alright. SDRV. Can I know who you are, please? Lol. Oh, Mr. Rabbi, you so don't want to know. Lol. I know what I'm gonna say to that. I'm gonna say, you ain't kidding. You ain't shit. You ain't shitting either. Apache Bob. We can't read that chat log. Was he being clever and writing how he was going to come over? Oh, yes. Yes, he was. You ain't kidding. Alright. The Cannon Hera. Not cool. You can't just call a midget a munchkin. 839, Chris. Little by little, his story comes apart. Little by little. Really, Chris? That's like the one time you used that phrase. You did it on purpose. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna say to that? You ain't kidding. You ain't shitting either. Sutter Jack. Sick as fuck. Great read and music. Bass shaman. The true alpha male. Strikes again. Yeah. Cha. You ain't kidding. He called me the true alpha male, so I'm gonna say, thank you, precious. Sutter Jack. It's probably a male, Jack, but it might be a female, so I don't know if to say prince or princess, so I'm just gonna say thank you, precious. Rose. Some of you may have noticed, if it's a male, I say prince. If it's a female, I say princess. Mary Lynn. Smells like ghosts, lol. Cha. You ain't kidding. Cha. Osiris. Laughing my ass off when he says lol. 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 I wish enter worked, but it doesn't. You have to press reply. Little weird bastard. Cha. That really deserves a you ain't shitting. Cha. Alright.
Oh,
Cherie. What the frick is wrong with this clown? Cherie. You ain't shitting. That T's small, but it's okay. It looks weird. Waldo. You were the reason why I bought the rubber gloves and rubber bands today. Tongue phase. I already replied. I said, sounds like you ain't shitting. Good luck, brother. Give him a rose. Cha. You ain't kidding. Alright. Roro. And rub assholes? Cha. Fuck. Alright, OX. FFFA. Silly rabbi, dicks aren't for kids. Cha. That took some thought. I don't just want to say you ain't kidding or you ain't shitting. I want to take some thought too. Silly rabbi, dicks aren't for kids. Sounds like you ain't kidding. That put some thought. I added the word sounds. I don't like guys that cause me pain. Paradigm. That's right, paradigm. I don't like guys that cause me pain. Shit. Me neither. You ain't kidding. You know what? Why didn't I just copy the shit so I can keep pasting it? Alright. Captain. Oh, let me put on another song. I think my song is up. The sun is scheduled to come out? What is this? Oh, that's beautiful. David K. Wait, where was I at? I was at Captain right here. Captain WoW. Chill out. I just wanted to rub assholes. Ain't kidding. Sure. It's a question. It's a question. David K. rocking that villain laugh. You ain't kidding. Shit. Corporate coffee futures. Hey, it actually also looks like a young John Travolta, too. I never noticed that. Does Nathan Downhour? He does kind of look like a young John Travolta, doesn't he? He does kind of. Lol. You ain't kidding. D Computers. Lincoln Town Car. Oh, that's what it was? Okay. Thank you, precious. Fuck it. You ain't kidding. Hope he did hang himself in his cell. Damn. Well, shit. With a miner's helmet. Huh? I mean a hard-on wrapped in This is Casey, by the way. I mean a hard-on wrapped in barbed wire and a crazed gopher on the end. Huh. God. If you're real, please let him get railed by the biggest dude in... Yeah. Cha. He ain't kidding. La 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 la. Lol. Todd. Clinton. Where the fuck does this shit keep disconnecting? Fuck it. Fucking thing. Alright. Clinton. Where was I at? It's okay, I'm processing. It's okay. Okay, Clinton. Holy shit! Yes, I've been waiting for somebody to do this. Base Shaman, will you marry me? I'm going to say, as long as you're willing to come suck a root and catch you some lockjaw.
Oh my god.
Rose. But my internet's disconnected. That's what went out. My little thing. Let me pause this shit, I guess, and try to fix it. Fucking thing. Okay, I apologize for that interruption. I had to fix something. The stupid internet plug-in adapter shit I got. Alright. Alright. I was telling Clinton, as long as you're willing to come suck a root and catch you some lockjaw. Cha, ain't shitting. Okay, it's a question.
I mean, at least he told him not to do drugs.
Good point, Jeff. Cha, ain't kidding. Alright, Fat Loser says, this guy is a gay, pedo, Jewish troll. Why does he even bother getting up in the morning? I think that really deserves a you ain't kidding. Cha. That's why I love you ain't kidding, because you can say it to anything. You ain't kidding, you ain't shitting, I ain't kidding. Anything somebody says, you can be like, yeah, you ain't kidding. Everywhere I go, like if I'm at a store or whatever the fuck I'm at, and somebody says something and I don't really know what to say, I'm just like, yeah, you ain't kidding. And it's so funny the reactions you get, because they're kind of like, you know, I'm having a conversation with you, I'm talking to you normal like this, and next thing you know, you say something and I'm like, yeah, you ain't kidding. And they're just kind of like, what the fuck, is he serious? Why is he saying that? I'm a troll. Alright. Holden. What's up, Holden?
Oh,
he says,
shit, what am I doing?
no way does he listen to Children of Bodom. Is it Bodom or Bottom? I don't know. People go off on me for not knowing how to pronounce it, but I don't listen to Children of Bodom. I think it's rock, right? I don't really listen to rock. Unless it's old rock, like The Doors. Come on, baby, light my fire. Timothy says, he's a plumber. He just showed up to lay some pipe. Lol. Lol. I see what you did there. Lol. You ain't kidding. You ain't shitting. Matt says, this guy trying to do his impression of the Claw from Liar Liar on national television. You ain't kidding. I've actually never even seen Liar Liar. I saw it when I was really little, but I never really saw it again, so. Alright. Diocletian says, lol. Shaman's back at it. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Alright, Everett Pope. Haha, the decoy is just as sick in this one. Cha. Let's say cha. He was horny as fuck. He was horny as fuck. Cha. Ain't kidding. Lol. Lol. Alright, Mr. Shaneomac. You make the white stuff come out. Cool. I'm saying. Oh. Cool. There we go. Fuck yeah. I ain't kidding, I ain't shitting. Alright. It just fucking did it again! Piece of shit! What the fuck?
My god.
Okay, I'm back. This Ethernet, this USB Ethernet thing kept disconnecting. I researched it and found out some little settings I had to change. Hopefully it won't keep disconnecting now. Okay, you make the white stuff come out. Yeah, oh cool. You ain't kidding. There we go. Alright. 325E Garcia. Alan, you are a fucking savage. I love what you do, man. Keep it up. Oh, thank you. Thank you, 325. Sounds like. That's not what I meant to do. You ain't kidding. Fuck. Whoops. There we go.
No,
Fucking
no,
shortcuts.
No.
Alright. Banana Moocher. Oh. He says, oh, vey. What a fagelly. Cha. I don't know what that means, baby, but you ain't kidding. What Hanson does with his voice is called a vocal fry. That's right. I had forgotten. That's right. I forgot what it was called. Lol. Shaman, please do Jerry Wayne urine-cosis. It's the cleanest, best pleasure. Holden says this. And then, let's see. I'm sorry, sir, you have interest in young... I'm sorry, sir, for have interest in young girls. That is a fantasy of mine. You want to rub assholes?
Pyramid.
I would do it. I have it. I've downloaded the chat log. I have it color-coded. It's ready to go. It's just too fucking long. It's insane. It's really long. It's too long. It's too long. Let me tell him. Let me tell Holden. Let me say. It's just too long, precious. It is. It's so fucking long. It's like Lauren's dick. Paul Clemente chat log. That's a great idea. I'll do that next. That's a great idea. I'll do his next. Thanks, Anthony. I will. I'll do Paul Clemente next. You turned him in, this is Fennick says, you turned him into a misused inflatable gay sex doll. Fucker. Ain't kidding. Do you go by any other names? Sometimes I call myself Captain Magnificent. Nice. That's pretty cool. TJ says, very typical Conrad. Angela says, Shaman, I just recently came across your videos, and I have to say, you make my day every time you upload a new one. Keep up the amazing work. Well, thank you, Angela. That means a whole lot to me. Rove. A hug. Shit. I hate these things. Rose, hug, kid. Cold. Lincoln Town Car. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Sleepy Maestro. Shaman. Chris Handsome went to one of the high schools in my city. I drive by it regularly. That drawl of his is very common in the Midwest. Wow. So they all talk like that in the Midwest. I ain't never going to the Midwest then. Cha. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, you ain't shitting? They're gonna be like, I ain't kidding. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna stop right down there. I'm gonna stop right here. Alright. The Aussie Stig says, it's amazing how convenient it all is. Dead mom. Dad's business trip. Girlfriend that normally stays is going this time, which happens to be just a few days. A young virgin, sexually inexperienced, 13-year-old boy that happens to know he is gay and wants to be sucked and violated by a 15-year-old rabbi. You ain't kidding. Isn't it amazingly coincidental? It's almost like it was just set up looking to catch dirty old pedals. You ain't kidding. Look, David, cha. You ain't shitting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That deserves an all caps. No, I'm saying, the thing is, because this is important right here, I gotta say, the thing is, you ain't kidding. The thing is, you ain't kidding. Fuck, girl. Captain Fat Girl says, I think that Dateline said that some of the other rabbis that David K. associated with were also caught with child pornography or looking for. Damn.
Oh my gosh.
You ain't shitting? Alright. And we were gonna stop right here. No, there was one more. There we go. Alright, so Tyler says, go get you a tight white. Shaman is wild. Yeah. I ain't kidding. Lol. Lol. Alright, so our last one was right here that we were gonna do. Boom! So Matt says, I'd rub assholes with Dell. I ain't kidding, I ain't shitting. You ain't. You ain't. He already said he ain't kidding. He already said he ain't shitting. I'm gonna say, you ain't, I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm just gonna say,
There's only 2 words he said.
Chow. You ain't fucking shitting, brother. Fuck yeah, I ain't kidding. Alright, since we have some more here, let's finish off with these. Alex says, a man of cold. Lol. I'm gonna say, lol. Proactive Alex says, you got a long prison sentence, right? Anyone know how long it was? I'm not sure. There we go. Boom. We're gonna stop right here. I'm gonna read these. Captain says 6.5 years. One of the longest sentences among the men caught. Damn. And then the last one we're gonna read is Apache Bob. Well, we read here. Apache Bob, but at his hearing, he told the judge his actions were a cry out for help. Damn. Yeah, he got more time because the judge thought he lied in court. Damn. Just epic. 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 How could he deny anything? He also, as he himself said to Chris, you have the transcripts. Damn. Alright, guys. Cool stuff. Hope you enjoyed this. Sorry for my internet going out. Shit's pissing me off. But it hasn't done it again since, so I think my fix worked. If my fix worked, all I had to do was go in there and change some of the network settings and turn off something called... what is it called? Economical internet? Or not economical. What was the term that it said? Some sort of power saving mode I had to turn off. But anyways. Alright, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Till then, bye, sweetheart. Swag bitch king. So you're with the guy of your dreams or girl of your dreams, and you're about to have sex with them, and they say, "Can I taste your blood?" What do? You go along with it. You freak out. You get mad. His ears are actually vampire shit. I just remembered. That's what he wants to do. He wants to taste some blood. Look at him about to drink that red shit. It's our boy Mikey Poo, M War. Let's check this shit out.
Star Avalanche, that's our...
Give me a thumbs up right now. Thank you. Did you do it? I hope you did.
12:30, can I rape you anally? Mike, 29
Holy
years
shit,
old.
did you hear Frag? He just said, can I rape you
Star
anally?
Avalanche, that's our 12:30, can I rape you anally? Mike, 29 years old.
Look, rape is already a horrible thing. It's already fucking horrible, but to do it anally? Shit, dude! No!
We're on him. Rolling everything, Georgie.
Did it take you long? Awesome, awesome. Can you
Awesome, you ready to rape me anally? That's basically what she's
give me a
saying.
drink, please?
Look at him, he's excited,
remember the
dude. He's
handcuffs?
like, holy shit, I'm about to
Can you
get
give me a
some
drink, please?
ass. Look at him, look at him. Look, he's feisty as fuck, man. Look at that ear. He looks feisty. He looks Nosferatu as fuck. He looks... Oh, I hear like a jet about to crash and shoot me down like in my dreams. Hey, look, it's a fucking Nosferatu! Vampiristic motherfucker.
Did you remember the handcuffs?
We have a...
Did she really say that, though? Did she really ask him if he remembered the handcuffs?
Did you remember the handcuffs?
We have a lot.
What was that on TV? I think it said die.
Did you remember the handcuffs?
Damn, that's like some, fucking Illuminati shit. I know they didn't spell it the same, but it still says die. Damn.
We have a lot to talk about.
Look, it was, 103. 103 is when that happened to him.
Why don't you have a seat?
Look at them pouring that red shit. Damn, they got Gatorade, they got red shit. They got all kinds of drinks in that motherfucker.
Good. Yes, it's punch, right?
I just love how he didn't go for the Gatorade. He went for the blood.
Yeah.
Vampiristic motherfucker.
What are you doing here?
Hanging out.
Hanging out.
Yes.
And how old
Hanging
was this
out.
person they were talking to?
She said she was 13, but...
She said she was 13. And how
She
old are
don't look
you?
that. I'm 29.
29.
Yes.
Can I rape you anally? 29.
Yes.
Can I rape you?
Look at his fade. He's such a douche. I even think he's... Oh, man. Look at... it's so vampiristic as fuck. It's so vampiristic. I feel like he wants to suck my blood. He reminds me of this episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Are You Afraid of the Dark from Nickelodeon in like 1998. Shit was terrifying as fuck.
I like his haircut.
I cried all night in my bed.
Anally. How do you come up with that?
A guy thing here, okay?
Gotta go.
Gotta.
Or like we all have our fetishes. Okay?
Yeah, you sure do. He's like, I'm listening. And he's like, I can do the look right back at you. You've got your fetishes all right, baby. Can I rape you anally? What a name. What a name.
Can I ask you a blanked up question? Do you have a rape fetish? And were you ever raped? No to both.
You say,
damn, look at this sick guy. You know, if I saw him at the store, at Walmart or something, I'd be like, hey, he seems like a normal guy. He probably wants to go home, get on the computer, and pwn Horde. He is Horde. He wants to pwn Alliance. But no, that's not what he wants to do. Instead, he wants to watch Silent Hill with 13-year-old and rape her anally.
Bentley.
Fuck.
I like rape. What kind of a thing is that to say? To a 13-year-old kid?
Well, she wasn't 13, was she?
Damn, he's so mischievous when he says that. Look at his little mischievous look. He's about to turn into a fucking bat and bite you, Chris. Run away and hide. This is fucking horror as fuck. Look at his shoulders, the way, like, it's not necessarily muscular, but it's just the genetics. It makes him look like a killer. It makes him look like he's hot. I feel like he's gonna walk in my door right now. Like, I'm scared shitless.
It's coming for your booty.
She said she was.
Michael Myers,
And I
motherfucker.
can say I'm, you know, we're at 12.
You say, no, I'm not a rapist. Laugh out loud. I just like it. I never actually do it unless the chick wanted me to act it out or something.
Yeah. The way that I entertain myself is online.
What?
And I'll say anything, and I'll talk about anything.
He's such a douchebag.
You talk about shaving her and maybe cutting her and tasting her blood.
Damn.
Okay, well, you know, people...
So that's normal?
Well, people do some things, man.
Damn, he thinks it's normal. He thinks it's normal to want to cut her and taste her blood and fucking Dracula her ass and shit. He thinks it's normal. Look at him. He's even smiling about it, man. Look at him. That's a nice picture. That looks like a high school yearbook picture or something. He's a good looking guy right there. Holy shit. I hope I never come into contact with him. I don't want to get raped anally. Shit.
You know, come on.
Do you feel that you have got a problem chatting online?
Sort of, yeah.
So it's sort of like make-believe to you.
Sounds like you ain't kidding.
Role-playing.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but she said she was 13.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of messed up. Look at his vampire ears. Shit.
So if I wasn't here, and a 13-year-old girl was here, and she was willing to go along with your rape, what do you think would happen?
On day one?
What if on day one? What if when he asked him that, he was like, I would have raped her. Like, he's like, on day one? He's like, come on, baby. We gotta have at least a few more dates before I rape you. Come on, dude.
On this, you know.
Is this any way for a 29-year-old
On
man
day
to think
one?
would happen?
On day one?
On day
this,
one?
you know.
Yeah, probably not on day one. Holy shit, that's not the right answer, Michael.
Any way for a 29-year-old man to behave?
No.
What do you think should happen?
No.
Chicky
Such a
motherfucker.
D-bag. No.
No.
Being cheeky.
What do you think should happen to you?
Oh, got him. Little Ronnie Coleman. Little Ronnie Coleman Jr., baby. Look at little Ronnie Coleman Jr. Look at Ronnie Coleman Jr. Look at Ronnie Coleman Jr. Alright, I'm done. Alright, Michael Ward was charged with an attempted lewd act upon a child. He later pled no contest. I guess that's what's considered a lewd act when you try to rape somebody anally after watching Silent Hill with them. I never liked that Silent Hill movie. I never played the games either. I never liked the Resident Evil movies either. Thought those sucked monkey balls. Monkey balls! Super monkey balls! Give me a thumbs up if you haven't already, okay? I did this for you. For you. Alright? You wanna come sucker catch some lockjaw service dead? I ain't kidding, I ain't shitting, brother. See you guys later. Till next time, I'm Base Shaman, your friendly neighborhood swag bitch king. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. You want to suck a root. Alright, see you guys later. I'm Base Shaman. And I ain't kidding.
My dad.
Swag.
Think that she wants it inside of her. My dad.
Sad on the berry, sad on the berry.
Think that she wants it inside of her.
Swag, bitch.
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 She wants it inside of her.
Gucci.
Now, Brother Joseph has asked me to take a look at this Jerry Wayne Martin Kosis footage and to go ahead and analyze it. I've seen this guy before, Jerry Wayne Martin Kosis,
but I've never actually really given it much thought. I've never even seen his raw footage, which is what we're about to take a look at. Thanks to Dr. Julian Bashir, we have the raw footage. We're going to take a look at it. So I am ready to go. I'm ready to do this. I hope you are too. I have taken a look at this guy right now to see what he looks like, and I gotta say he's pretty freaking weird. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Hey, you like my Nickelodeon shirt? It's Nickelodeon as fuck. I like Nickelodeon. Old school Nickelodeon, not new Nickelodeon. Let's get started. He's walking pretty cool. Swinging those arms. Swing, swing. He's like, is this the place? Huh? Is anybody home? Jerry Wayne. What is his name? What is this fucker's name? Jerry Wayne Martin Kosis. Alright. Jerry Wayne Martin Kosis. What the fuck, Martin Kosis? Alright, let's go.
You got a workout today.
What do you say? Something about a workout? What do you say? Hold on.
You got a workout today.
You got a workout today? Oh, the long walk, I guess.
Had a nice little walk today.
You did? Where did you have to walk from?
Oh, look at that turn of suspicion. You did? Where did you have to walk from? And he just like turns around. Oh, shit. Where did you have to walk from?
Oh, way.
Wait. Why don't you come on over here?
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Way. What the fuck? Well, where did you have to walk from? Way. What is that supposed to mean?
Sure.
Where did you walk from today?
Oh, from,
Please sit down.
Oh, from,
Riverside.
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 How far was the walk?
I don't remember.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of that one guy that's it's Michael Cybicker or something like that. Cyber, Michael Cyber, I think. It's probably just because he looks kind of like a rat. It's.
It was pretty far, though.
What would make you walk so far on a Sunday?
He's got some nice teeth on him. Look at how straight that shit is. Does he have like veneers or something? I don't know. Those are really nice teeth though. Look at that shit. He looks like Inspector Gadget. I knew this kid when I was in 9th grade named Ren, and Ren had teeth just like that.
But everything he said, he liked this. Ren. I'm Ren.
But yeah, that's what that shit reminds me of. Holy shit, look at his teeth. He's got pretty dark skin. Is he black? I don't think so. Is he Hispanic or something? I don't know. I think he's white, but he's just a dark white person. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But he's got some nice fucking teeth. Look at how white they are. Holy shit.
I'm outside to say hi and meet a friend.
Outside to say hi and meet a friend. They could make a movie about this motherfucker. It'd probably be similar to Forrest fucking Gump. Holy shit. Look at this motherfucker. He's got some nice teeth on him though.
I and meet a friend.
Yeah, but I probably got the wrong address.
Yeah, but I probably got the wrong address. This motherfucker, something's going on with him. Look at this motherfucker. Something's wrong with this motherfucker. Something is wrong with this man. Yeah, but I probably got the wrong address. How did Chris Hansen stay calm under this stressful situation where this motherfucker is like looking at you and talking to you like this? I'm like, holy shit, back away from me, you fucking rat species motherfucker. Go eat a block of cheese.
The wrong address.
Most likely.
Most likely.
Most likely. Something's wrong with this motherfucker.
Why do you say that?
No, because I wrote down 77.
77.
Yeah, 17.
This motherfucker was so weird, man. Holy shit. Look at this weird motherfucker. What's his hat say? I don't know. I can't tell. I'm not even gonna try it.
So what makes you think you got the wrong address here?
Well,
man, look at his nice teeth. He shows them off too. Like he's not shy about that shit. You know, he's not talking like that. He's talking like this to show off his really nice teeth. Everything he says, I probably got the wrong address. I wrote down 777. Motherfucker, quit showing off your fucking teeth. Not everyone can have teeth like that, you fucking cunt.
I'm just guessing.
You're just guessing. Who was your friend who you were coming to see?
What is he wearing? He's got on some slacks with a blue polo shirt with like a bluish jacket thingy. Strange.
Chloe.
That's Predator swag right there. Typical Predator swag. That's what Predators wear. They wear stuff like that.
Right. Well, you've got the right address for Chloe.
Shit like that.
I do?
Yeah.
I do.
And how old is Chloe?
Okay, I believe about
shit.
18.
Oh, he had to think about that shit forever. He's like, what's the legal age? What's the legal age? What's the legal age? 18. Dumb motherfucker. Something's wrong with this guy, man. Something's wrong. Uh-oh. I think I see a gap. Right there in the bottom between those two, I think I see a gap. That's why he keeps showing off the top ones, because he doesn't have a gap on the top ones. I see what you're doing, Jerry Wayne. I see what you're doing, Jerry. Jerry Wayne. Holy shit, what a combination. You know, I guess Wayne's his middle name, but Jerry? Hey, Jerry. Come on down, Jerry. And then Wayne, like, oh, Wayne. Like, and then Martin Kosis. I don't even like trying to fuck with that shit, but Jerry Wayne, Martin Kosis. I had the wrong address. Look at his teeth. Holy shit.
Teen? Well, that would make it better for your story if she was a teen, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because she'd be an adult then.
Yeah, I know.
And there wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I
with
know.
Yeah.
But that's not what.
I had a dream about Lauren last night. I had a dream that I was hanging out with him, and he was talking to me about those videos he's been making. It was really cool. And I was like, what if you're not the real Lauren? He's like, oh, I am. Yeah, I'm the real Lauren Armstrong. But it was so cool. It was so freaking cool. I was in disbelief. It was so awesome. All right, let's continue.
She told you on the internet, is it?
I believe not.
You
I believe not.
I think you know.
Yes.
And what
Yes.
age did she say?
Does he just not have any lips?
I believe 13.
13. Okay. And how old are you?
Oh. How old are you? I would say he's about 37. Oh, that's thinking Lauren, I guess. Okay, I'd say you're 38.
30.
30.
30.
And your name is?
Jerry.
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 What's your last name?
Closest.
Kosis?
And why did you
Martin
come here,
Kosis.
Jerry, to see a
Motherfucker.
13-year-old girl?
You know, outside of maybe starting a friendship, nothing else serious.
Starting a friendship.
Yeah.
And do you see an issue with a 30-year-old man starting a friendship with a 13-year-old girl?
Yeah, I guess.
He's trying to get that pussy is what he was trying to do. And he was trying to, old Jerry was trying to tear that shit up. Look at Jerry. He's like, yeah, I came here to tear some shit up. I came here to put her in her place. Jerry, you creepy motherfucker. You are weird. They should make a movie about him. It'll be so good. It'll be called Jerry Wayne. I'm trying to do the Forrest Gump song, but I kind of forgot how it goes. But you know, I'm Jerry. All I ever wanted was a girlfriend, someone to care about. I met one on the internet, so I went to see her. And then it shows him doing that like swagged up walk where he keeps swinging. Oh shit.
Yeah, I see that.
You see why that might be a problem?
Yes.
Yes.
And do you have children yourself?
None.
None.
What made you feel
Good,
so comfortable?
motherfucker. Your kids would probably be creepy as fuck. They'd probably be like that motherfucker I knew in 9th grade named Red. He's a weird motherfucker. Weird. Oh, what? Weird. One day, this girl that sits in the front row started having a seizure, and she was like shaking and shaking. And next thing you know, fucking Ren was sitting next to me. He's like, Alan, look, Alan, and he grabbed me. Look, Alan, look at her. I was like, dude, fucking stop. He's like, Alan, look, she's shaking. Look. I was like, yeah, dude, she's having a fucking seizure. Stop, dude. He's like, Alan, look at her. It was a weird motherfucker. It was a weird motherfucker. And this guy's face reminds me of him. Let's continue.
Into a home where there was apparently a 13-year-old girl home alone.
Well, outside, maybe wanting to be.
Outside of maybe wanting to be, and then he like turns to Chris like, what else should I say?
I guess a mentor or something like that.
A mentor?
A mentor on what? With your dick?
A mentor in what way?
Positive, I would hope.
Positive.
Sexual, maybe? Because she was wanting sex when we meet.
So how were you going to mentor this 13-year-old girl?
Most of the things I would do would just be all within that I could possibly get to. I'll give
Something
anybody.
wrong with this motherfucker.
Be a big brother or not.
Big brother.
Alien.
Aspect, yes.
So you were coming here to be...
Big brother. You're going to be our big brother. A big brother that fucks her. The thing is, this one was in California, right? This one is in California.
The big brother.
I would like to try to be one.
You would.
If possible.
And what kind of things in your mind does a big brother do with his 13-year-old adopted sister?
Well, how about with homework?
How about with homework?
How are you gonna help her out with homework, Forrest Gump? This one's in California. If it was in like Georgia, just the old sweet Jerry keeps Wayne Martin Coaster song on my mind. I don't know. Like if this was in Georgia or something, it would be understandable. But it's in California. People in California shouldn't act like this. They shouldn't talk like this. They shouldn't walk like that. All right? Maybe he can't be from California. He's not originally from California. This guy's fucking hick. All right? I tell you, I live down here in Texas, and I see more motherfuckers like him every fucking day than you'd care to know. This motherfucker's not from California. He shouldn't be in California. Come on down to Texas. You'll fit in perfectly. I just wanna know why you try to fuck that 13-year-old girl.
Sandy, what else?
Talk about things that if possible, things, we give brotherly advice.
Brotherly advice.
With my dick.
About things like what?
Anything in general.
Anything in general.
If possible.
Now, the kind of brotherly advice you talk about in your chat here doesn't seem like...
Smile, motherfucker. Just smile. Like, he doesn't want to smile at all. Because he knows he's in trouble. But just smile, motherfucker. Give a smile, Jerry. Come on, Jerry. Just smile, Jerry. Where's Tom, by the way? Where's Tom? Alright, that one was stupid. That one was dumb. I admit, that was stupid.
The wholesome kind of homework type advice you're talking to me about.
Okay.
You know what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
There's some pretty inappropriate stuff in here.
Yes.
No shit. I want to read this motherfucker's chat log. I wonder what kind of shit he put in there. I was thinking if you wanted, I could put my pecker in your taco. I don't know, maybe some shit like that.
And the kind of mentoring you're talking about in your chat involves her doing some...
Motherfucker, do you have like bugs and shit that fly in and hit your teeth because you don't have any lips to cover your teeth? Do your teeth get fucking dirty? This motherfucker needs to brush his teeth, and I say that because he probably gets dust and shit all on his teeth because he doesn't have any lips. You know, most of us, our teeth are protected by our lips, like this, you know? I mean, we still brush our fucking teeth, but this motherfucker has a constant influctuation of air and debris and dirt, and I tried to say debris with my lips like that, so I couldn't say I said debris, but that shit's constantly going into his fucking mouth.
Sexual things, do you?
I never said anything in that nature.
I never said anything in that nature.
Oh, shit.
Well, forget it.
Wow. You kind of got Chris Hansen there for a second. He said, wow. Let me think what I can say now.
On top of you and urinating on you.
Oh. He said he wanted to urinate on her? Holy shit, wait, what?
Well, her getting on top of you and urinating on you.
Oh, he wanted her to get on top of him and piss on him? Oh, you're into that sort of thing, Jerry. Oh, okay, I get it. I see. Look at his face. He's like, oh, man, now he knows that I want her to piss on me. Shit.
Oh, what?
Look at his eye. He's like, damn it, he knows I want her to piss on me. He wanted this 13-year-old girl to get on top of him and piss on him. Holy shit, Jerry. Holy fucking shit.
Ow.
Ow? What's that supposed to mean? Ow? Is that his way of saying well? Ow?
I got the chat right here, Jerry. I mean...
Look at how upset he looks. You are one weird motherfucker, Jerry. Why are you so tan? I'm pretty damn sure you're white, but you are so freaking tan. Holy shit. You're not a redneck, you're a red face. Fuck, man, you are so tan. Holy shit.
I can read it back to you if you'd like.
No, you don't have to.
No, you don't have to. I know I wanted her to piss all over my face. Oh yeah, I've been waiting for this my whole life.
Just imagine that little girl getting on top of this motherfucker and pissing all over his fucking face. Holy shit, Jerry. You're one weird motherfucker.
You talk about...
Getting married. Getting married? She's 13.
whether or not she drinks. You talk about tickling her.
He's gonna get her drunk, tickle her, and have her piss all over his face. Hey, that sounds like a great night to me, Jerry. You want that shit with me? You want to get me? Well, I don't drink, but if I did, I'd let you get me drunk, and then I'd let you tickle the shit out of me, and then I'd piss all over your fucking face. That would be awesome. All right, that would be awesome. Tell you what, we'll drink some Mott's for Tots. Bring me some Mott's for Tots, Tickle this shit out of me. I'll be happy to piss all over your face. You know, psst. Fucking golden showers. All right, golden showers, Jerry. Golden fucking showers.
Yeah, that. But nothing.
You talk about seeing her cuter side. What's my cuter side? If you pull your pants and panties down.
Ooh. Oh, Jerry, you're a smooth talker. Look at he's looking at the camera right there, right? Is he looking at the camera? He's like, he just found the camera. Holy shit! Look at Jerry. That's an epic look right there. He's got good teeth. He's got good facial structure. He could have been a model or something, but no, he had to be a predator.
I said if I would, I would.
If I would. You are weird, dude.
I was trying to dance around that.
Yeah, well, you were trying to dance around. How did that work out for you?
Not too good. What does the hat say? Like Anderson 43 or something? Is that some sort of NASCAR or something?
Skipped over it, I believe.
Why you keep looking at the camera, you weird motherfucker? I'm gonna look directly in the camera when I'm talking. It just adds to the creepy aspect of who you are as a person, Jerry Wayne Martin Kosis.
I don't want to get that far into that side of a chat.
You didn't want to get too far on that side of a chat.
Yeah.
What the hell, Andretti 43? I don't fucking know. I'm sure other people will, but I don't know what that shit says.
You talk about what kind of clothes you'd like her to wear. Tank top. A micro mini skirt.
Oh, micro mini skirt. What the fuck is that?
What the hell
She
is
asks
that?
about panties, and you say, you can't go without that? I mean, you basically ask her,
You can't go without the panties?
right?
Alright.
Right.
Is that appropriate talk to have with a 13-year-old girl?
Nope, it's not.
Nope, it's
Then
not.
why did you do it?
Wasn't thinking too clearly.
No fucking shit. Do you ever think clearly? Forrest Gump, motherfucker.
Do you do this sort of thing often?
No.
Look at it just staring at Chris. No. You are one weird motherfucker. If I was Chris, I would have asked you to have left minutes ago. Because you're acting weird, man. You're acting weird, alright? You are weird, man.
So I suppose this is the first time you've done anything like it.
Of course it is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of course it is. Cocksucker.
But saying it's the first time really doesn't matter because you're here and you were willing to do it. So that really doesn't get you off the hook, does it?
No.
No.
What do you do for a living, Jerry?
I'm a park attendant.
A park attendant.
You're a park attendant. Oh, like you work in like national parks and you like you're a forest ranger? Is that what he means?
And presumably in that position you have contact with teenage kids, girls and boys.
All at the legal age, I guess 18.
So when you say park attendant, what exactly do you do?
I mainly go around pick up trash and stuff like that.
In public parks?
Yeah.
In what city?
LA.
LA.
Oh, okay.
And so
I
you're-
thought it was like a forest ranger. Jerry Wayne Forest Ranger. Out there in forest. Ding, 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 ding. But he's not. Never mind.
Public parks and you're exposed to kids.
Pretty much.
Is this appropriate behavior for somebody who is out in the public and has contact with children, teenagers?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
So what should happen to you, Jerry?
No.
No? That's how he says well. He goes, no. Listen. This is the second time he did that. Listen.
So what should happen?
He goes, no.
No.
No. That's some backwoods shit, Jerry. Why the fuck are you in California? How did you get up there? You fucking took the jalopy out there? What the fuck, Jerry?
You dealt with under the legal extent of the law?
Legal extent of the law?
Did you bring anything with you today?
Nope.
Anything for Chloe?
Nope.
You're
Nope.
sure?
Positive.
Positive.
Well, there's a couple things you need to know. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. We're doing a story on adults who try to meet.
Got him.
young.
Look at that look. Oh, that look. Jerry's got that look going on, motherfucker. You look backwoods as fuck.
If there's anything else you'd like to say, we'd like to hear it. If not, you're obviously free.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, fresh blood.
Okay, could it be possible to ask if I can be anonymous or I be just exposed?
We have made no decisions as to who's going to be in the story yet. We just don't know.
You're gonna be in it, alright. Jerry. Mike. What is his fucking name? Jerry Wayne Martin Kosis. What the fuck? Why is your name Jerry Wayne Martin Kosis? What the fuck?
But you're free to go.
How about just Jerry Kosis?
I understand.
I understand. Uh-oh. Look at that walk he does. He swings his arms. He's fucking swagging, man. Look at that shit. Come on, swing those motherfuckers. Swing them, Jerry. Look at Jerry. Come on. Swing that shit, Jerry. Come on. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. You creepy motherfucker. Go on, Jerry. Go on with your bad self. Go on with your bad self. Come on. Go on with your bad self. Jerry, piss on my face. Got him. I can't even walk. Damn, he's got that shit pointed at his ass. I think that's a taser, huh? Turn around, put your hands behind your head.
Okay.
Okay.
One arm.
Got him. How come they didn't run out there and tackle him and go, get down? They did that on some other people. They would tackle him and shit. Why would they do that? I think they did that in Florida. Oh, Florida is an open carry state, which is why law enforcement reacts so hastily. Get down! And they tackle the shit out of him. The people were like, okay, and they tackle the shit out of him. Made for very entertaining television, which is exactly why they had them do that shit. Let's continue.
Temporary or just I just don't want to be out here too long, you know?
Is that what Jerry said? Was Jerry like, I don't want to be out here too long, you know? Or was that the cop?
Yeah. No.
Got someplace to go? No, I don't want to be out here too long. So they're arresting the guy, and then he has the nerve to tell the police, he says, I don't want to be out here too long. So they say, you got somewhere to go? Like, no. Yeah. Oh, weird guy, Jerry. Sheriff's office, down, get down! You're one weird guy, Jerry. And that brings this chapter to an end. Boom. Booyah.
Did you get the one where I told you that I stared at your picture for an hour?
The University of Lorne presents An Introduction to Lorne. The lecturer is Dr. Based Sharman. Professor Sharman is an accomplished Lorneographer, producer, recording artist, and a pillar within the Lorne community.
Yes, sir.
So, when we talk about Lorne, we're talking about a man as well as the underlying persona. Lorne can seem very simple at times. However, no matter how simple he seems, there are these underlying aspects of who he is and of what he is that make him a very complex character. And that's what's so fascinating to us. If Lorne himself was a simple idiot, he would not receive the attention that he does. But the thing is, Lorne's not stupid. He has a very, very different way of thinking about things. He's not your average child predator. Some of us try to make him out to be a average child predator, but he's not. He definitely has a lot of issues from his past that creeped into the story. There's definitely a lot more to Lorne than what meets the eye. In 1970, on October 18th, Lorne Armstrong came into the world. He was born in Skowhegan, Maine. His father left his family when he was 2 years old, and he left Lorne's mother, Mother Gwen, with 6 kids. Now, not too much is known about the early life of the Lorne. We do know that he grew up in Skowhegan, Maine. Stories have circulated that while in school, Lorne was bullied. one story goes that he was caught masturbating on the bus one day, and
What?
after that, all the kids called him Horny Lorny. Now, this is not fact. It's actually from a very, very long time ago, before anybody really started making too many videos about Lorne. Now, according to the chat log, Lorne claims after high school he went into the Air Force, and this is where he learned to work on septic tanks. After getting out of the Air Force and returning home to Maine, eventually Lorne would begin his own septic tank business. Now, he claims that he made quite a bit of money and was very successful in this septic tank business. Eventually, Lorne decided to rip off one of his customers, who is Durango Mango, who actually communicates with all of us and is a very, very dear woman that we all love and that we feel very much sympathy for because of what Lorne did to her. Once people find out what Lorne actually did to Durango Mango, it really paints a very negative picture of Lorne as a very bad person to do something like what he did. After he ripped off Durango Mango, he fled to Nashville, Tennessee. So he went from Skowhegan, Maine to Nashville, Tennessee. And according to his chat log, he tells Kayla the primary reason behind this move was so that he could pursue a country music career. Lorne wanted to be a famous country singer. So now at the point in the story, Lorne has just moved from Skowhegan, Maine to Nashville, Tennessee. This is where we are introduced to Lorne. So on September 17th of 2007, Lorne Armstrong goes into a Yahoo chat room, a sex chat room, and starts chatting it up with a few girls. One of whom, her username was Kayla_Princess94, which would have implied at this time in 2007 that she was 13 years old. This is where the chat log begins. Lorne begins chatting with her. At first, he attempts to appear to be trying to protect her, and he is warning her that she should not be on the internet like this in a sex chat room, that she could get hurt, that bad things happen to girls as young as her age that are going into sex chat rooms. But the very same night, after less than an hour of chatting, Lorne begins to throw little flirts here and there, little sexual type ideas towards Kayla, who of course he believes to be 13 years old. Eventually, as the chat log continues, after only a few days, he begins telling her that he loves her, that he wants to marry her, and he becomes obsessed with her. As the chat log continues throughout the month, it was 1 month that the chat log lasts, Lorne becomes absolutely obsessed with this girl. The chat log is over 400 pages. Now, the decoy he was talking to, it was not a real little 13-year-old girl. It was actually a lady who was working with Perverted Justice, and her name was Sherry Twist. Now, Sherry Twist continued playing her part in tricking Lorne, and it was very easy for her to do so, because most of all that she would say to Lorne was very simple things, such as K, yes, no, and Lorne basically carries out this whole 400-page conversation with himself, as Kayla just gives these simple smileys, hearts, K, no. Now, there are a few times where they actually did phone calls. Now, for the phone calls, instead of Sherry Twist acting on the phone, they had Southern Aphrodite, who was another lady working with Perverted Justice, and Southern Aphrodite pretended to be Kayla. That's where we get the phone calls from. The voice that she used sounds like an absolute child, sounds like a 5-year-old child, and Lorne didn't seem to mind at all. He was so infatuated with Kayla that the voice didn't bother him at all, the fact she was 13. They even used pictures, quite a few pictures that they pretended were the decoy. And these pictures actually came from, they used pictures from about 3 different girls. Now, these girls were people who worked with Perverted Justice, and these photos of them were younger photos of them. And at one point in the chat log, Lorne even questions. He says, you sent me 2 pictures of 2 different girls. Which one is actually you? So it shows that he was sort of catching on, but I guess his ignorance was bliss. and he just let it go, and he didn't worry about it too much.
Messed up.
So, as we continue, we have the chat log forming, we have the phone calls, the pictures, and Lorne got on his webcam every night. He got on his webcam. Of course, Kayla said she did not have a webcam, so she did not get on hers, but Lorne got on his every night, and he would show her his penis. Now, this is something he did all the time. He was obsessed with sex. Now, nothing wrong with being obsessed with sex, of course, but when you are communicating with a child, that's where the issue comes into play. That's where you become a sick person. And Lorne was a very sick person, very confused. At some points in the chat log, he mentions his nieces and how they used to stay with him here and there, and that he liked to spoil them. And he doesn't actually come out and say that he did anything to them, of course, but from one reading the chat log, you can really imply that he had some sort of feelings, that he shouldn't have, that he definitely shouldn't have. So we know that he's a sick person. He's confused. And the things that he says in the chat log, this is what makes the man so crazy. And at this point, you might be thinking, this is just one sick person. Why the obsession? Why are you all so into this guy? Well, it's something that one has to just read for themselves, honestly. It's something that one has to read for themselves to see the things that this guy was saying. They were so ridiculous. He himself appears to be a child internally. He gets jealous of this 13-year-old girl's 13-year-old ex-boyfriend. He gets extremely jealous. Derek? And the boyfriend's name, the ex-boyfriend's name was Derek. And this is one of the many little inside jokes that we all have. We say Derek. We say, oh, Derek, stay away from Derek. Fuck Derek. Because these are, of course, things that Lorne told Kayla. He was very jealous about her ex-boyfriend. He even demonstrated jealousy towards her father in the time whenever he told her that whenever she gave birth to their child, her father could not be in the operation room because, as Lorne said it, no other man will get to see your vagina besides me. Very, very strange stuff here. Lorne refers to his penis as Mr. Penis, and he refers to her vagina as Miss Vagina. Absolutely crazy stuff here. Yeah, At one point, he even asks her to count her pubic hairs because he wants to know how many there are. So, just very, very, very disturbing things here. Whenever we consider the fact that there was no child involved. There was no child involved. That's where the humor comes into play. That this loser was saying all of these things to somebody who was not a child. He was being tricked. He was being catfished. Now, if anyone doesn't know what catfished is, it is whenever you trick somebody on the internet into thinking you are something that you're not. And that is what Perverted Justice was doing to Lorne Armstrong. They were catfishing him, making him think he was talking to a little girl, when the fact of the matter is he was talking to a lady who was working with an organization, who was working with Dateline NBC, who was working with with law enforcement, and ultimately Lorne just really, really went downhill. After chatting for about a month, his birthday came, October 18th, 2007, and they had been making plans to meet on his birthday. Lorne lived in Nashville, Tennessee at the time, and Kayla lived in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Now, they had been making plans for days and days. I mean, a large part of the chat log included their plans to meet on his birthday. Lorne had said he was going to drive out there. It was only about an hour and a half. He was going to drive out there when her parents went out of town. He was going to initially pick her up, take her back to his apartment with him, have her stay with him for a day or so, take her back home. Eventually, they changed the plans. Actually, during one of the phone calls, they changed the plan that he would stay there with her, and then he would go home. When he went to go meet Kayla, he went to the address that they had given him. They had given him the address. Now, the thing is, it was to a sting house. They had law enforcement staked out. They had Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator. He was waiting there. But they also hired an actress to pretend to be the girl. That's where Casey Moreau comes into play, who looked nothing like any of the girls in the pictures. Her hair was a different color, her eyes were a different color, just everything about her was completely different. Regardless of that fact, when Lauren arrives at the house, he meets her at the door. She says, "Hey, come in." They have this little dialogue. He goes in the house, and this is where a lot of the humorous phrases come into play that we use all the time, such as when Lauren says, "I thought you had blonde hair." And she says, "I dyed it. Do you like it?" He says, "I like it. I think it's pretty." And they have this conversation. And this part is from the footage on To Catch a Predator. We actually have the footage of whenever this whole thing happened with the hidden cameras. So she talks to him for a little while. He's trying to make some little flirts here and there. "Oh, I haven't had a kiss yet." "Well, I want to kiss first." Eventually, Chris Hansen walks into the room. Chris Hansen walks in basically, "What are you up to tonight?" That's where Lauren says, "Not a whole lot." And his whole tone just changes immediately from the man who is super excited, super happy to be there, just out of his mind happy. He just switches just like that. Just absolutely broken, And Chris Hansen talks to him. He shows him the pictures. "It looks like you sent some pictures. I've got your chat log here. You're quite a prolific chatter there, aren't you?" Lauren immediately regrets what he's done. He seems heartbroken. He's not smiling. He's a troubled man, very troubled. Imagine that, a month of your life, falling in love with somebody. There are those that argue he wasn't in love with the girl, and even if he wasn't in love with the girl, he wanted to have sex with her, which can drive a man even more crazy than being in love. Eventually, Chris Hansen tells Lauren, "I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. We're doing a story on men who try to meet underage girls online." And then the cameras roll out from the back. They roll out with the big video camera equipment. And at that point, Lauren Armstrong, according to the footage, that is when Lauren says his most famous word ever. He cries out to God, but he doesn't say God because of his accent, because of his dialect. He sounds like he says "cawed." And that's it. That's the legend right there. That was the monumental climax of the Lauren story, whenever Lauren cried out to "cawed." And that's because he realized this whole thing was a show, a television show, a reality, an investigative series that ruined him. And he starts crying and shaking, and it's dramatic. It is so dramatic, and it's real. It's not fake. It's absolutely real. He gets up and he walks out of the house, and as soon as he walks outside, the Kentucky Bureau of Investigation is there. They yell at him, "Get on the ground," and he just cries, and he drops to the ground, and his hat falls off. And after this point, they take him to jail. We have his interview, and when he was being interviewed by the KBI, and he's crying for most of it. After that, he went to jail. He ended up going to prison, and he was in prison for a few years because of this. And that's basically the story right there. I've always said that the chat log itself is what will make somebody into a true Laurenographer. Once they read it, and once they actually see how this guy talked, how he spoke to this girl, who he thought was a girl, the things he said, the way he represented himself. And the phone calls really go along great with the chat log to show you how he actually spoke, whenever he actually spoke to her over the phone. The things that he said to her, he called her his little baby girl, his precious little princess, things that are just absolutely ridiculous. Whether he had been speaking to a child or an adult woman, the things he said were so ridiculous. And they make him who he is, who he was. And who he was so strong that he will always be that. He will always be what he was and what he is, which is Lauren Lynn Armstrong. After what he did, there is no making up for it. There is no repairing it. You are what you are. And it's fascinating. It is just simply fascinating. I recommend, if you want to get into Lauren, you don't have to read the whole chat log. I mean, you can look through it, just sift through it. That's what I used to do. I just used to sift through it until I decided to actually read the whole thing. So just get an idea, then watch the footage, listen to the phone calls, and just join the community. If that's what you want to do. It's very fun. There are a lot of great people, and we all have a blast. So In conclusion, my name's Based Shaman. I'd like to welcome anyone who is new to the Lorne Armstrong community. Take care, everybody. I'd like to tell you all, God bless you all. And thank you for listening to this lecture. I hope you enjoyed it. I plan on making quite a few more to explain more aspects of Lorne, because there is a whole lot, to explain in regards to Lorne. Take care, everybody. God bless. Here we go, Nathan Downhauer, part 2. I'm sorry for my audio being fucked up in the last one. I was tired and ready to go to sleep, so I didn't even test my audio out. But now I made sure it's good. Let's get started.
Is it pen liner?
That's my right hand.
Oh yeah, use your right hand there. Sorry. Still on you.
Damn, did Nathan just tell off that cop? He's like, that's my left hand. Damn.
Okay.
Look at Tom Hanks is pissed as fuck.
Pen liner?
That's my right hand.
That's my left hand.
Damn,
that's serious shit. That's like some anger, internal anger from Tom Hanks. If he had gotten a hold of that little girl, there's no telling what he would have done.
Right hander. Sorry. Still on you. Sign right here and signature.
He was so mad. That's my left hand. He was so pissed off. He probably wanted to fucking hurt the guy.
Okay.
Look at Tom Hanks.
Put that down. Keep your hand hiding. These cuffs alright?
Little tight.
Huh?
Little tight, but they're supposed to be.
Oh, I like that. Little tight, but they're supposed to be. Listen.
Little tight.
Huh?
Little tight, but they're supposed to be.
I get a finger in there. I get a finger in there, okay, bud? Hold on, I'll double lock it.
Oh, look at Tom Hanks. Look at that nose. He looks like Link. Remember I kept making fun of him saying he looks like Link?
Did that tighten up on you? Double lock the other side.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
Go in that seat. Put this back in your front pocket. You take the fucking stand up. I still have your knife in the car. We'll check that into your property.
Turn that shit down. There we go.
You want to get the
Look at his outfit. So much swag.
car lock?
I wonder where he got that hoodie from, those jeans. Are those, is that little carpenter's thing on the side? Right here? Right there? That's that little carpenter's thing. It was 2007? Okay, you might have pulled it off back then. Nowadays, you do not see that thing anymore. But when I was little, I thought it was so cool. I was a weird motherfucker. Damn, look at the way he got out of that car. Like, he was ready for some pussy. You can tell he's ready for some pussy. Let me go ahead and pause this if I can. Alright, and we are back. Let's go.
Come in here.
Damn, look at Nathan. Oh man, he looks like he wants to. Nathan's tall, man. He's like 6'2". That's tall. Shit. Could have been crazy if he'd gotten a hold of that little girl. He's like the guy of Michael Myers off Halloween. Look at Tom Hanks. Look at him. Look at this guy. This guy's got fucking swag too. Looks like me if I didn't know how to fucking diet and I didn't have a nose.
Go ahead.
Look at her. She sure looks happy to be there. You happy, little mama? You don't look very happy. You want to come suck a root, catch you some lockjaw, come service daddy?
Stand in this little imaginary box.
She probably
right
just
there,
serviced
wall,
that
I'll get
daddy.
a couple pictures of you.
Caught some lockjaw from him. That's why she's like, looking all. Tom Hanks, you look like Tom Hanks, motherfucker. You look like fucking Tom Hanks, dude. What the fuck? Nobody should look that much like Tom fucking Hanks. Holy shit. Imagine the emotions that are going through his head right there. He's like, I tried to fuck a child and now I'm paying the consequences for my actions. Look at Tom Hanks. Oh shit, Tom. Fuck. I kind of want to make like an hour-long video analyzing this picture of you. And look at fucking Bobby over there. Bobby? Bobby? Wait. Propane? Bobby? Fucking Dad! Motherfucker looks like Bobby. Shit. You know, his dad's name was Hank. Ooh. Nice fucking photographer. Did you see that way that shit? That reminds me of that video where that girl's like, I've had it with you, photographer! Look at Tom! You look like fucking Tom!
And first name?
I'm gonna have to turn it back up now here.
Spell it for me.
Nathan.
Alright,
And your middle
volume's
name?
back up.
Eli.
Oh, his middle name's Eli. Nice.
Are you a junior? Or a senior or anything?
Damn, look at that look he gave her. That look he gave her. Damn, watch this,
Are
watch
you
this.
a junior?
Look at that look. He probably wants to fuck the dog shit out of her, horny motherfucker.
Senior or anything? Junior?
Sophomore.
He wants to
And
fuck
mother's
her.
maiden name?
He wants to fuck her.
Myers. M-Y.
What?
And mother's maiden name?
Myers.
He is fucking Michael Myers. Holy shit. But yeah, I think I guarantee you he wants to fuck that cop.
M-Y.
He's probably getting a heart on, getting a fucking chub. Some
I
wood.
need you to turn and face that wall real quick.
Look at Tom. Look at Tom Hanks.
You should face the door.
Fucking woody motherfucker.
You get a side shot.
Oh shit. He's a young Tom Hanks.
Okay,
Look at what he turns. Like the curiosity. Where's this? Look at this curiosity. Like what next? Ooh, damn.
Okay.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Okay, I just need you to turn and face that the opposite way now.
This is way better than the first half. Look at him. Look at him. I just want to fucking stroke his nice hair and run my fingers through it and shit and fucking come all in his on his fucking nose. Can't miss
Okay, you
that
got any
motherfucker.
scars, major scar marks, tattoos? Nothing? Okay, go ahead and have a seat there. Keep
I'm
chair
surprised he
against the
doesn't
wall
have
for
the
me.
fucking Triforce on his back or some shit. Link looking motherfucker.
Yeah, I gotta get this proper.
What's your sister?
It'd be funny if he's like, yes, I have one. Like, what is it? He's like, it's on my chest. It says Dovahkiin.
Your social security?
Alright, come on. Yeah, he wants to fuck the dog shit out of her. Look at how he's looking at her. Like, holy shit. Like, you could just see the look in. Like, look at his eyes. Look at that. Those are those bedroom eyes. He's horny as fuck. Look at he's like, damn. He's ready to give her the business. He's ready to rip that little fucking ponytail thing out and just fucking go to town on her. Pull her uniform down. That's probably what's going on in his head right now. He's probably fantasizing. You know, like Doug always fucking fantasizes about everything. He always wants to fuck the shit out of Patty. Unfortunately, Roger tore that shit up. Actually, him and Skeeter had a threesome. Let's continue.
12, 16, 19.
Oh yeah, he wants to fuck the dog shit out of her.
And what city were you born in?
Hartford City.
What was that?
Hartford City.
Really had to think about that shit? Motherfucker, I thought you were born in Andy's room, Woody motherfucker. Damn, look at those horny ass fucking eyes, dude. He's fuck... Damn, he's horny as fuck for her. Shit. She ain't even all that in a bag of potato chips. She ain't even all that in a bag of Fritos. She's like all that in a bag of fucking store brand shit. Not even. Quit looking at her like that, you fucking creep. Stop.
Indiana.
Quit being such a creep, Nate. There we go. Look down. What are you doing?
And your current address?
He's swagging it out the frame. Did you see that swag?
And your current address? And your current address?
Why'd you do that, Tom? What the fuck, guy?
Like machine gun.
She's got a ring. She's probably married. You can't fuck her. So quit trying,
What was it
Nathan.
one more time?
I want to fuck you.
And the city?
Montpelier, Indiana.
Montpelier, Indiana. Oh, you're from Montpelier. No wonder you're so sophisticated. Montpelier. It's like Mont or Mount?
And the zip code?
No.
47.
Houston. What the fuck do I know?
And the phone number there?
Yeah.
Are you married?
No.
What kind of question is that? Do you think this motherfucker's married? He's never even seen a poon. Maybe like on the internet. But we all know.
The internet and real life are two different things.
Children.
No.
Of course he doesn't have any children. He's never seen a fucking poon. Still swagging. I see that shit, Nathan. Swag, bitch.
Highest grade of education completed.
Who's that?
Education.
I like the way when he doesn't understand something, he goes, what is this?
Highest grade of education completed.
Like instead of saying, excuse me, what the fuck did you just say to me, bitch? He's like, little bird, motherfucker, watch this.
Highest grade of education completed.
Some
He's so timid, fuck.
College. How many years?
Almost 2.
2.
I love you, Nathan. I don't care what anyone says about you. I'll
Where's
give
that
you
at?
some lockjaw. Service deity.
Taylor?
Taylor.
You're gonna have to speak up, I can't hear you.
Sorry.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. That's what I'm saying.
Taylor?
She told him off, dude. Says she's kind of a fucking bitch for that. You have to speak up. I can't hear you. Like, come on, dude. You can tell he's fucking shy and shit. Don't be like that. You can tell he wants to fuck the dog shit out of you. You can tell he wants to lift up that uniform and pull those fucking little police undies down and just fucking go to town and be like, oh yeah, arrest me, take me to jail.
You're gonna have to speak up, I can't hear you.
Sorry.
Yeah, you already said that.
University.
Cunt.
Ever been in the military?
No.
What kind of fucking question is that? You think that motherfucker's been in the military? Maybe the fucking Air Force. I'm just kidding. He would, though. If he went in a branch, he'd go in the fucking Air Force. There's a ton of Air Force motherfuckers like him. I would know. I used to be in the Air
Any
Force.
preference in church or
Before I got kicked out.
Christian.
Then I went in the Army. It's way fucking better.
Go by any other names?
No.
Are you working?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. Come on. Damn, look at Tom. Look at that epic look. What's up with this camera work? Like every fucking shot, they just fucking zooming in on his fucking face. And look at that nose. Look at that. Look at that nose. Look at it. Look at that fucking glory. Let me bask in that shit for a second. La 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 la. He looks fantasy as fuck, doesn't he? Like he'd be great in fantasy films. He should have been an actor. Theatrical motherfucker. He should have been in fantasy films. He could be like a hero and shit. All he had to do is put on a little muscle. He'd be a fucking hero. They need to fuck the theater girls like in the backstage and shit. His nose. I saw that in a comment. Don't yawn, motherfucker. You ain't tired. You ain't kidding. You ain't shitting. Just nervous. You're nervous as fuck. That nervous look. What's up, Bobby? You get those propane and accessories? That motherfucker's name has got to be Bobby. I ain't kidding. I ain't shitting. That motherfucker's name better be Bobby. If it's not, I'm not gonna live anymore. Propane. She's a little cunt. I don't like her.
Color your eyes.
I don't know why Nathan wants to fuck her so bad.
And your height?
6'3".
6'3". Damn. He's tall as fuck.
And your weight?
165, 160.
I thought it was 140 something. In the last one they said 140 something. He's trying to make it seem like he weighs more to impress her now. In the first part they asked him his weight and he said 145. But now he added an extra 20 pounds to try to make it think that he's a little more swole. Because he wants to fuck the dog shit out of her. I don't blame you, Nathan. I don't fucking blame you. When girls ask me how much I weigh, I might add about 5 or 10 pounds on there too. So I don't blame you.
Glasses
But you
or
did
contacts?
20.
Contacts.
20 pounds. Man, look at his arms. Nice. He's swole as fuck.
What hand do you write with?
Right.
You read and write?
Yes.
Can you read and write? You're really gonna ask Nathan fucking Downhauer if he can read and write?
Of
No shit
course
he
he
can read and
does.
write. He's a fucking young Shakespeare that looks like Tom Hanks and wants to fucking stick his finger in somebody's clit.
Scratch marks or tattoos?
None.
I don't like the way she's talking, that tone of voice. You stupid bitch, quit talking to Nathan like that. That's fucking disrespectful as fuck to talk to Nathan in that tone of voice. I don't like you. You're a cunt. I like Bobby though, he's cool as fuck. He's just like, Dad! 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 Look at Nathan. Oh, Nathan, you're so cute, dude. You're such a little sweetheart. Look at him. He's probably still thinking about fucking that girl. Did you see that little mischievous eye? Watch this, watch this, watch it. Right here, right here. Watch this. That was mischievous as fuck, Nathan. Nathan, you're mischievous as fuck, dude. And you're horny as fuck. You a horny motherfucker. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Nice. Why the fuck are you recording the clock? That's an epic mustache there, dude. Nice. Look at how high he has his... It's epic. This dude's epic as fuck. Look at Nathan. Look at Nathan. Nathan's like Elliot Rodger, kind of. I could see Nathan doing some shit like that.
What kind is it?
Dodge Neon.
Alright. Bobby? Look at the way he's sitting. He has swag. He's like, only people with swag sit like that. How is he sitting again? Fuck yeah, only people with swag put their leg up like that. Like, that's swag. That's how I sit sometimes. That look is swag. If you could pull it off, that shit's swag as fuck. I used to put my hands like this. Come on, do something, Nathan. Come on. Ask her if you can fuck her or something. Come on, Nathan. Start jacking off. Come on.
There's a violent crime.
No, man.
Of course he ain't done no violent crime. Most violent thing this motherfucker's ever done is probably like squash a fly. He probably never even did that. Motherfucker loved animals. Tom Hanks motherfucker.
Arthritis.
Damn, look at Bobby. Holy shit. Look at that motherfucker, man. Look at him. Damn, Bobby. He ain't kidding. He ain't shitting. I could see a meme right here. It's like, you ain't kidding. Or like, you ain't shitting. Or like, Dad.
Dental problems.
Smile, motherfucker. Why won't Bobby smile the whole time? Bobby's not very happy, dude. I guess his dad talked too much about propane and propane accessories when he was little. Fuck.
No, man.
Withdrawal symptoms.
No, man.
Diabetes.
No, man.
Epilepsy.
No, man.
Why is the
Pain
cameraman
pills?
like, let me show off that corrections
Physician
badge?
prescribed diet.
Fuck yeah, you ain't
No.
getting that
Urinary
shit.
tract problems.
No, man.
Ulcers.
That's gotta feel awkward as fuck with this guy just recording you like that. Why are they recording him like that?
No, man.
Venereal disease.
No, man.
Ever tested positive for AIDS, tuberculosis, or hepatitis?
No, man.
Any type of heart or high blood pressure problems?
I can't get over that tone she's
Any
talking in.
mental health problems?
No,
And
man.
that look
You ever
she's
tried to
doing.
kill or harm yourself?
No, man.
Feel depressed or suicidal?
Depressed? Yes. Suicidal? No.
Depressed? Yes. Suicidal? No. And then that look that she gave him right there. Watch this look she gave him. Look at that look. She's like, are you gonna answer me? You're a little cunt, whoever the fuck you are. You're a little cunt. You know that too.
Depressed? Yes. Suicidal? No.
I don't like the way she has her hair up in that thing either. I don't like the way she's wearing long sleeves. I don't like anything about her. Ugh. I don't know why Nathan wanted to fuck her so bad. Let's keep going.
Are you on any medication?
No, man.
Don't call her ma'am. Call her a bitch. Say,
Any
no,
other medical
bitch.
problems?
No bitch.
No, man.
No
No,
surgeries or
bitch.
anything within the last year? Use alcohol?
What if Nathan was like, do you want to, may I ask you a question? She'd be like, what? He'd be like, would you like to suck a root to come service daddy?
No, man.
Quit calling her ma'am. She's a cunt. Say no cunt.
Yes. Yes.
Secured area. Boom boom.
Gray sweater. white shoes, white socks, blue shirt, blue jeans, and your briefs. That sound good? And then I have $39.76.
How much money?
$39.76.
$39? That's all you had? Dude, come on. You're like an aristocrat. You should have had fucking $1,769. Aristocrat. Oh shit. I guess he had deposited all his money at the fucking guild. The guild bank. Fantasy motherfucker. Alright, come on.
About getting the car out.
Those
That's
nice
my
pictures.
only concern with you at this point, and the evidence. I mean, the evidence is not an issue, but that won't be released until the court case.
Those are some nice pictures.
If the court decides to release anything back to you, like a laptop or whatever, then we'll give that back to you too as well. Okay? But this is yours, you keep it. Should you have any questions, I'll even write
00703. Bobby, what did I tell you?
Yeah, man. I need you to come over here. We're gonna fingerprint you. You just leave right here.
He even has a fucking accent like he's from Texas, doesn't he?
Step right on over here.
Step on over here.
Pretty easy.
Easy.
Just explains to you what I need. I need your right thumb, and I'm gonna put it right on there.
Yeah, Bobby Hill.
Dad, you just want to step back a minute, relax. Just relax your hand, and I'll do all this, and we can get through this pretty easy.
You ain't kidding, Bobby. Bobby?
Yeah, lift it off.
I learned how to do
this.
I learned how to do this when I was younger.
Bobby sounds kind of like Jeff Stacy.
Okay. Try it again. One more. Relax. I'm gonna turn it and I'm gonna roll it all the way across the screen.
I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna roll it. Boomhauer. Boomhauer.
Probably just smudged a little bit and the system didn't like it.
All right. All right. I've seen enough of you two lovebirds. Go ahead, stick your dick in his ass. Hold on, let me go grab my lotion.
It's not like me today.
Motherfucker, you don't know how to do that shit is your problem. You need some practice. Dad? Guess your dad didn't teach you, did he? Hank should have taught you better.
Okay, don't move
your... Hill motherfucker. There we go. It's like almost comical how they wear these stupid orange and white striped uniforms and shit. It's so stupid. Like, what the fuck? Whoa. It's some shit from a cartoon. It's almost as if they did that to make it more entertaining. Like, are the theatrical costumes ready? Yeah, they are. All right, here, put this on. What the fuck? Come on. He looks so adorable. Look at that. Look at the cameraman. Get a whole shot of his. That cameraman's a douche. Look at Tom Hanks. I never thought I'd see Tom Hanks in a fucking orange and white prison suit. Jail suit, whatever the fuck suit. Bobby, get the fuck out of here, Bobby. Go play with that little girl that you want to boat. I always wondered what happened to Bobby when he grew up. I always wondered. He became a... whatever the fuck he is. Alright, I guess that's it. This is almost at the end. So, that's it. There's his hairy ass fucking arm signing the paper. That's it. Alright. Well, hope you enjoyed this shit. I sure did. It was pretty fun. That's it. Yep. Oh, we stopped 30 seconds left.
Ready? Go grab the stuff. Go over to the other side. Straight up.
Man, Bobby seems awkward as fuck.
4, 9, and 10 down hour to A1 right here. You'll hear it buzz.
You'll hear a buzz. Why is Bobby acting like that? I think Bobby wants to fuck Nathan. Dun, dun. Nah, so you drop them drawers. Drop them drawers. Oh, that's it. Alright. Cool. That was fun. Alright, maybe next time we'll do this cunt right here. Rob Klein. He is a funny motherfucker. Who else? Oh, you already saw him. Slave to Mistresses.
I'm Jeff Stacy.
And then we got this little motherfucker. Literally. Alright. Hope you guys enjoy this shit. I'll see you later. Till then. Bye, sweetheart. I say it like that now because that's how Jesus said it on that video where Jesus said, I'm his friend.
Okay.
Maybe this is the part where I'll put the thing up. So you can see my videos and stuff. Playlists. I'll put... This one is specifically for you, based on the shit you watch. And then I'll put some other shit over there. Yeah. Alright, everybody. Bye! Bye, sweetheart. Children of the Church of Cord, welcome. We have two very, very prestigious guests. We have with us today Mr. Sam Pendleton, the father of lornography, without whom none of us would have witnessed the amazing interview that Lorne had with the police. We have Mr. Sam Pendleton with us. We also have Mr. Nathaniel Trevor with us, who is the mastermind behind the Church of Cord website. Everything you see on there, everything you read on there, everything you enjoy on there, you can thank Nathaniel for, because he is the mastermind behind the website. So first, let's start off. Let's hear a little bit from Sam. How you doing today, Sam?
Hi, sir.
I'm doing well. In fact, I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day. This is the day that COD has made. I will rejoice and be glad that COD loves us so much, so very much.
Oh, COD
have blessed us.
Exactly.
The privileged position of being lornographers, and it's just an honor to be here. And I'm just so excited that I'm giddy with laughter.
Oh, COD. Oh, COD. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Welcome, Sam. Welcome. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to have you here.
Let me just say,
it's an honor.
This studio is really something that you've built here, this shaman studio. I can't believe the floors are actually gilded with gold. This is amazing.
Oh, COD. You like it.
You know what? At first I thought, I asked myself, what can I expect, coming to these studios? And my answer was
not a whole lot.
Oh, cool.
But I gotta be honest, I'm impressed, sir. Really, lornography has been good to you.
I'm glad you like it.
Praise be to COD.
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you think it's pretty.
Yes.
Nathaniel, how are you doing today, Nathaniel?
Great, thanks.
Nathaniel,
special.
Nathaniel, you are very special. You are very special. Oh my God. Tell us a little bit about the website, about what motivated you, what caused you to give such a gift to everybody involved with Lorne.
That is one good question. Thank you very much, Base Shaman. I have to say this, Lorne changed my life. He made my life so much better and so much funnier. Praise God.
Mm-hmm.
It's so unique to have the opportunity to bring COD to more people, and I felt it was my duty to do it. I just felt compelled to share my world, my view of COD with others.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's how I feel too. We definitely have that in common. Is that something you also feel, Sam? Is it your duty?
Oh, I feel like the world needs to know the message that we have, because I think that a world without lornography, that's not a world that I want to live in. And I think that if everybody had COD in their hearts, this world would be so sweet.
Oh, God.
It's the best I could do. No, I just, it's a strange and absurd and ridiculous and wonderful phenomena, and I'm just so humbled and thrilled to be a part of it, a small part of it, the servant of COD.
Servant of COD. We're all just his humble servants, sending the message of his son, our holy Lorne and Savior, Lorne Armstrong.
The transcendent being that we hate and love all at once. You know what? I was thinking, as I said it just now, of the analysis that you did on the phone call, and how you kept coming back to that thought. It's like, damn it, Lorne, I hate you, but I love you.
Yeah.
And it's a strange duality of emotions that we feel toward this guy.
It really is.
It's quite bizarre and wondrous.
It is. It's amazing. You feel like that also, Nathaniel? You hate him, yet you love him at the same time, and in a strange, mixed up world of emotions?
Emotions. I'll say this, when you read what he wrote, he is such a piece of shit. I'm sorry, but the things he did, it's so disgusting and gross. So how exactly do we end up loving a guy like that? Why do we love him? And I feel that's really the magic of COD. He managed to make us like him anyway, because he's so awesome and he's so great.
Well, I tell you what it was for me, and I talked to you guys a little bit about this the other day. The post that we put on one of the videos a long time ago about how he's a loser who thinks he's a winner. For me, that really that idea embodies certainly my fascination with this guy, and it's one of the things that sets him apart from all the other freaks on that show, and makes him #1 in my book in terms of entertainment value and the profundity of his story and what it does for me. Because it's like, you know, most of these guys are just there for one reason, to get their pencil wet, so to speak. And for this guy, it assumes a completely different level, and it just played a role in his life for that magical, mystical month of wonder. And finding true love behind a computer screen and all that, and just the obliviousness that comes through in every page of that chat, along with all the other stuff, the horrible stuff, and obviously he
scammed some old people. He robbed them before he came to Nashville.
This is not a good guy. Let's just getting past the humor of it just for a minute. This is obviously just a real scoundrel of a guy, and of course something about his story got all of our attention before we ever knew about Durango Mango and that situation, and then start poking around and doing the research and learning more about this guy, just finding out that he's a piece of shit from Jump Street, but knowing all that, it just makes his fall and decline so much more satisfying. To see what he tried to do with what he thought was a kid, and I always like to use the terminology. He was trying to rape a kid, precisely because it's so shocking. Because those words are so shocking to us. Can you imagine how you would feel if you heard anybody say that about you? Oh well, that guy, he wants to rape a kid. Yeah. But that's what all these guys are trying to do, and that's what
he tried to rape a kid.
Yeah. If he weren't such an inept human being, such a complete miserable failure at everything he does, he might have gotten away with it.
It's Shaman. You said in a video about Lauren, you said he's a good-looking guy. He could probably get a woman his age. He has a truck. He has some kind of job, so he could probably date. Could probably have a girlfriend if he wanted.
He could have found somebody. Yeah. Somebody out there would have given him a shot.
Yeah, it's like if you don't swing for the fences, man. Like, I might take issue with the claim that he's a good-looking guy.
With the hat on. As long as he leaves that hat on,
as long as he has a hat on. Maybe if he's, going to a place where, the women, really have some issues with their eyesight, or the maybe the lighting is not so great. He might get away with it. But yeah, he's a normal-looking guy. He's not someone you'd see on the street and think twice about one way or the other. So it certainly seems like, until he opens his fucking mouth and you realize that the guy's an idiot. But just looking at him, he just seems like a typical guy, whatever. So
construction worker.
Yeah, it seems like he could pick up some person, in his age range, just some normal woman to, be paired up with this normal guy. But
could have. I
wonder
why.
I wanted to talk about.
What's that?
One thing that shocked me is when he talks about her hair down there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
he talks about it all the time, and I didn't know why.
That was weird.
Maybe he's not attracted to women who are old enough to have hair. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So that's why it's on kids.
Yeah.
Every single pedophile or creep ask that question. It's like, when would you ask a girl you've never met that? Let's say you go on the internet to seduce a girl. You won't ask the girl, hey, do you have hair down there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you have to. I'll tell you. This is one of the things that I know that all three of us have some points, the topics we want to talk. So I don't want to monopolize the discussion, but this was one of the points that I had written down to talk about. So I'll get into it briefly.
Stepping on your foot with those.
Yeah, no. What I wanted to talk about is this raging controversy in lornography. So, and I guess this would be the equivalent of like a theological dispute in any other religion. You know, is we could find parallels, but there's this raging controversy about whether or not Lorne was a virgin. We know, listen, we know that he wasn't a virgin. He's not a virgin now because he he got it in the worst way.
Old Jaquan.
Yeah, we know this guy wasn't wasn't the man in any relationship, but he probably had a few. So, but you know, the controversy is whether or not he was a virgin at the time that he was courting his wife to be Kayla. And my position has always been that he isn't, probably, for a couple of reasons. The first is that, look at, anybody can, I mean, it doesn't take much to lose it. So I just, the way that I've always interpreted his obsession with sex was not as someone who's really trying to get it for the first time, but as someone who's had enough of a taste of it that he's irrationally obsessed with it. I mean, obsessed with it in the wrong ways. But we also don't have any point of reference in terms of, like, if he were attracted to women who weren't, you know, like, who weren't in elementary school, you know, how would he try to, like, run game on a real woman? I mean, the only data we have on that is the way that he tried to manipulate what he thought was a kid. So, you know, that's really not a whole lot to go on. But I want to know where you guys stand on that, because I don't think he's a virgin. I think he's, you know, he's obviously a desperate loser, but desperate losers get laid all the time. So that's not really a disqualifier. So what do you guys think? I'm interested to know whether
you go ahead first, Nathaniel. You go ahead and tell us what you think first.
I think that Lorne feels inadequate in his life. Like, he feels like he doesn't want to admit it because the pain is too painful. Well, I mean, the thought is too painful. But I don't think Lorne feels adequate to date a woman his age. Basically, he feels that he's immature and a loser, and he believes probably that he couldn't handle a relationship with a woman his age. So that might explain why he hits on kids instead.
Yeah. Do you, based on what you know of him or knew of him at the time that he was into Kayla, do you think that he was a virgin?
Probably not. 37, it's pretty rare for somebody to be a virgin. Just based on the stats, yeah. And also, he's a loser, but his family is not a loser. Like, Durango Mango mentioned that his brother is a cop in a small town. So it's probable that he went out with a few drinks with his brother just to get, you know, maybe a prostitute or something in a bar. We don't know. But I don't think you would be. It's very unlikely. He seems a bit experienced with sex, too, the way he presents stuff.
That's what I think, too. I mean, his obsession with, like, his size and the way that his junk looked, like, you know, he's always bragging about that. Like, it makes me think that somewhere along the way, some woman told him that. Like, you know, in the first place, here's a little bit of advice for any man. Whatever women have to say about that, just, I mean, you know, if you want to feed your ego a little bit, that's fine. But, you know,
but don't tell it to a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, well, it's very few women that are going to tell you, yeah, yours is really terrible looking. I mean, anyway, we don't have to get off into that, but like some woman or possibly a little girl, we really don't know what his past is on that. How many other lives he ruined along the way, but
he says
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. But somebody told him that his looked good, and he ran with that, and that was his, like, claim to fame with Taylor, one of them. So yeah, but to me, that's, you know, maybe it's circumstantial evidence that he, you know, probably got it somewhere down the line. What do you think, Shaman? What's your theory?
I agree with you guys. I'm pretty sure he probably somewhere along the line probably got some. I like to joke about him being, you know, a virgin, because that's hilarious. He was 36 going on 37. If he was still a virgin at that point, and the way he was talking to that little girl, if he was still a virgin at that point in his life, that shit would be too funny. But I mean, maybe there's a small chance, but I kind of doubt it. You know, I'm pretty sure he got something
at that age. I mean, with that silky smooth voice of his, you know, I mean,
singing is amazing. Singing.
Oh yeah, he's singing. He was drowning. He was drowning in vagina.
That voice is a panty dropper.
It is.
The voice alone, you know. I mean, even if you don't like what you're looking at, just close your eyes and get lost in that voice. Mellifluous splendor, yeah. No, I agree. You know, that's the one thing I didn't do. I didn't cue up the song. I figure we've all heard it enough. I didn't.
You never hear that song enough.
No, it's magic. It's but so that's so we're 3 for 3. We don't. None of us think that he's a virgin. So that's contra to like. And by the way, let's go ahead and give some quick shout outs to JDS Priest and Aneurysm and Honky and who else? Terra Nova, all the Lorne Armstrong fakes. There's like
Kayla Marie Armstrong.
Yeah, Kayla Marie Armstrong. Who else? Who else? We need to make sure we cover as many of those. We're gonna forget somebody, but
let's see.
We just want to give a little shout out to all the Lornography regulars.
So,
Randy Rose, he posts a lot. I can't believe how many of these names just come readily to mind.
Of course, we've got Jeff Peterson. I mean, John Peterson.
John, John. What's up, homie?
John Peterson.
Cheney. What's up with that guy?
Cheney's gone now.
Yeah, the anti-Lornographer.
The anti-Lorn.
Oh, leave Lorne alone.
Yeah, I guess we could give a shout out to Sean Hernandez and who's the other guy? Jeff Tuppen. Anyway, all the freaks that were that are on there from time to time trying to defend old Lorny boy. Okay,
Lord.
what's next?
Hey Shannon, I need to ask you something, Shannon, because I love your videos so much. They make me laugh so much.
I'm glad you like them.
Yeah, I got something to say about that too in a minute. Go ahead.
I have a question, but it's kind of personal, so feel free not to answer if you want to, okay?
Okay.
In one of your videos, you said you had a girlfriend.
Okay.
Is she the only woman to ever see your penis?
Is she the only woman to ever see my penis? That is a pretty personal question, isn't it?
Don't answer.
Yeah, I would plead the fifth on that one.
I think I will. I think I'll plead the fifth on that one. She's gonna watch this. She's gonna watch this, and she's gonna be laughing, and she's gonna be like, "What the hell? Why did he ask him that?"
Yeah.
I don't want to make more enemies. Already, I have Lorne, so I figure he must hate us, right? Lorne Armstrong must hate us really bad.
I have to figure that people want to speculate about is this guy allowed to get online, and Daniel and I talked about the other day. Even if and we talked about that, and you can talk about your knowledge in that area. But you have to figure the guy knows that we exist, and he knows what we're doing, and he probably checks on him, pretty regularly on the activity of Lornography. I mean, come on, everybody has researched themselves online at some point. Certainly, this guy has more incentive to do it than the average person.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Yeah, so you have to figure that this guy hates us all with a blind and raging passion, and and I hope so. I really do. And hey, Lorne, hey buddy, if you're listening, burn slow. Come on, man. I mean, I hate you, man. I hope you live to be 120, and every day is worse than the day before.
I disagree with that, my savior. I love you so much, Lorne. You changed my life. You brought life. You brought light to my life. Oh my god. I thought you had blonde hair.
I think it's pretty. I think it's very pretty. Yeah, to the point that Nathaniel made just a second ago, Shaman, I have to give you credit too. You are really just you are the prophet of COD. You are the mouthpiece of Lornography.
God spoke to me. God spoke to me, and I
saw
listened.
the video.
I just listened.
It's amazing. You've become so prolific in your production of Lornography material. It's really quite astounding. And for those of y'all who haven't downloaded the Lorne Armstrong version of the Bible, you need to do that shit, because I've just spot checked it a little bit because it's long. I mean, it's the whole Bible, but so I just jumped around to like half a dozen random spots to see what was there. But I mean, there's something on every page. How long did it take you to do that? Because I was impressed. You didn't just, copy paste out or replace the words. I'm sure you know. I mean, there's like custom content in that. How long did it take you to do that? Because that's amazing.
It took, you know, several sessions. I would just go in and see what I could change here and there, and every time I thought it was almost done, I thought, no, let me go back in there, and I was happy with the product in the end, and I'm really glad you like it, Sam.
Oh man, it's like,
Oh my god.
it is so amazing. It really, I'm impressed. But I mean, the videos too. You're just, you know, I don't know when you're gonna run out of steam, but I hope it's not for a long time, because everything you do is better than the stuff before. The one that I like, the two that I like the best, because I'm a hobbyist musician and I'm a music junkie. So the two that I like the best are the two songs. The rap song was great. I mean, just fantastic. And I think at some point Shaman and I may collaborate on something. We talked about that. So stand by for that, Lornographers. I won't. But then the other one was the first one you did, and it was a song that was like a cartoon or something. I can't. It was like one of the first videos you did. It was like
Oh Quad.
Yeah. Is that, okay. Yeah. I mean, I have that shit stuck in my head sometimes. I'm like, what the hell? I mean,
I sing it every day. Every day I'm around my house, I'll sing that shit.
Dude, I mean, I find myself singing it, and that's not normal. There's something wrong with me. But it's wonderful. It's like wonderful and horrific all at the same time. So, I mean, I hope that the Lornographers out there all appreciate the work you put in, because you've really produced some good stuff.
I appreciate it.
You're a prophet. You're a prophet.
I appreciate it, Sam. I'm humble servant of Quad.
Servant of Quad. All right. Well, what else have we got? Nathaniel, you said you had some other stuff to...
Yes, I have my own little contribution to our cause. Oh, sorry, our cause that is coming. Cause. You got it better than me. I'm actually working on a novel, a whole new book about life Lorne Armstrong.
What?
Yeah. The book is going to be called The World According to Lorne. I don't know if you ever heard about the book The World According to Garp. It's a novel by John Irving, an American writer.
Yep.
It's basically very similar to what Lorne Armstrong is living, meaning sexual and obsession with sexuality and stuff like that. And it's going to be basically inspired by that, but not totally. It's basically Lorne's version of even, Lorne's point of view during what happened to him.
Wow.
It's going to be pretty good. It's entirely original, and I would like to read an extract right now.
Oh, that sounds great. That sounds great. Let's hear it.
Oh my god.
Uncle Lorne, jeered his two nieces. In a swift move, Lorne picked both of them in his arm. Kayla and Okayla, exclaimed Lorne, my precious little princesses. I like calling you that. I like calling you my little baby girls, too. Although both were now well into their 30s, it still felt that they were 13 years old to him. Lorne smiled. At 45, he had accomplished everything he had set up to do in life. His heavy machinery company was the most powerful law company in the world. A legal mastermind, he had won so many Supreme Court cases he couldn't keep track of them. Lawyers worldwide praised his sharp, cogent, and absolutely undefeatable legal argument. But perhaps most importantly, he had finally achieved his childhood dream, to become the most famous country singer in America. Uncle Lorne, can we have your permission to buy a really tight pair of shorts? Did you do all your homework like I asked you to? Yes, Uncle Lorne, they replied. Did you count the hair down there like I asked you to? Yes, Uncle Lorne, there were too many to count. And did you experiment in bed last night? A couple this time, Uncle Lorne. That reminds me of how I met your mom. Can you believe I seduced her by asking the exact same questions? Is it true that you signed to her on the phone? Oh God, yes. And I sounded really good, too. It's still somewhere on YouTube, uploaded by one of my zealous fans, if you ever want to hear Heartland sung to perfection. Lorne smiled. At every one of his shows, it was still a massive hit. What a period of my life it was. I had just left the oldie land, Maine, to establish myself in Tennessee and become a famous country singer. And things weren't going so well. Can you believe I was so poor I actually had to roll my own cigarettes? Wouldn't it have been easier to simply stop smoking, Uncle Lorne? Asked Kayla. Lorne smiled and slowly tickled her nose. My little baby girl is thinking too much. Now, where was I? Oh yes, how I met Auntie. Well, my life has just hit a new low. I was so broke, I had to grab half-empty cups of coffee from tables at fast food and reheat them with hot water from the bathroom, trying to make some sort of weak coffee to clear a cold that just wouldn't go away. It was a dark, one-ton period of my life. That's when I met Miss Kayla Mary Armstrong. Can you believe I actually got caught by police and went to jail for it? Wow, I feel special, said Okayla. You are special. You are very special. Now, looking back at it, getting arrested was the best thing that could ever happen to me. How come? Well, first of all, I was given national exposure. Can you imagine the publicity? Millions and millions of people saw me, learned my name, and knew who I was. As soon as the show aired, I was flooded by requests for concerts and shows. A rich man even offered me $40 million for my pain and suffering, plus another $40 million in damage and interest.
Nice.
And just like that, my worldwide country career had started. Lauren cleared his throat, stopping himself for a moment. But I am getting ahead of myself here. Let us start at the beginning, shall we? Without further ado, here's the story of how I met the love of my life, or, as my herders of fans like to call it, here's the holy pornography.
Nice. Boy, that is good stuff, my friend.
I cannot wait to read it. I cannot wait to read it.
I smell a bestseller.
Yeah. And the book is going to be free for everybody on Amazon.
That is a good deal. That is amazing. Now that is a real legitimate contribution to Lornography.
I would have bought it. I would have bought it, but now I'm even happier. Now I get to save some money.
Hell yeah. I gotta save some because I got a date coming up and I'm thinking of getting her a bracelet and maybe for some pizza.
Gonna take some pizza?
Yeah, I mean, I've already got the variety pack. I saved up and bought that, but I guess I gotta feed her and give her something to remember me by. So I was thinking,
buy a bed, maybe.
We'll see about that. The floor is so comfortable. I really don't need a bed because I'm like, the floor is so comfortable, and when she comes over, she can just sleep on the floor with me. So I can't see why a woman would have a problem with that.
You're gonna be naked the whole time she's there anyway.
Hell yeah! She can play with my dog for 5 minutes, but then the clothes are coming off.
It's like talking about the dog. That reminds me of Bud. And people often wonder about Bud. They have all kinds of questions about Bud. Like I've had some people ask me if that picture of that dog that I've used before is Bud, and no, it's not. We don't have any pictures of Bud, and we don't even really have much. All we know is Bud was a black dog.
Yeah, my thinking on that, I don't. This is just an assumption on my part, but I remember reading or hearing. Oh, I know what it was. Some of the videos of some of the other freaks, they talk about the cops will get them to sign waivers that allow the police to go to their residences and domiciles and search the premises for like child pornography, things like that. So my guess is that must have been what they did in Lauren's case, and they took the dog, and I'm sure they put the dog in the pound or animal shelter or something like that.
So you just lose your dog when you go to prison? You lose your dog forever?
Well, I would think. I mean, they have to do something with it, and my guess is, because that's a government entity. That's what the animal shelter is for, is for them to, they gotta have a place to put the animals where, that they don't have anything else to do with. So, depending on on how that works in Kentucky or how that worked at the time, or in Tennessee, I guess, the dog either got put down or somebody adopted him later.
Maybe there's a way we can find out what happened to Bud. Maybe we can get in touch with whichever, pound they took Bud to. Or I'm sure they have records of everything.
Yeah, I mean, it would seem like the easiest way to do that would be to find out what animal shelters are nearest to Lauren's shithole apartment.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure they have records.
I would think so, but the only reason I would think that might be kind of a needle in a haystack type thing is, man, they must process so many animals.
That's true.
We may not ever get any further with that than just like there's probably a note about what happened to the dog in Lauren's file somewhere. I'm sure they have to make a note of what they do with all of his possessions and things like that. So I don't know. Honky would be able to answer if he were here. Dang it.
By the way, why didn't he bring Why didn't he bring Bud to Kayla's house? He could have brought the dog with him.
Oh,
Just
if he
left
would
his
have
dog
brought
alone in
Bud,
his
that would have been
apartment.
cool.
Yeah, that would have been something. My guess is, you know, he had it all planned out, man. That was like part of the incentive to get her in the truck. Yeah, it's really kind of. I always found that aspect of kind of disturbing reading the chat log because it's like, I mean, it's really not fundamentally different than trying to lure a little kid with candy. Like, don't you want to play with Bud? Come get in the truck. There's pizza and the dog waiting.
Got a variety pack.
He doesn't have pizza. He couldn't afford it.
But there's so much material. I was telling somebody, Honky, about, I think that it may be possible for us to shake that NBC footage out of NBC. Now, if the Predator show is revived, you know, that could unlock those archives. I mean, that could kind of revive interest in some of those old archives, and we may actually be able to, you know, figure out some way to get to talk to somebody at NBC about getting that footage.
Maybe so.
Be,
I've tried sending
Just send
emails.
letters, not calls. Yeah, emails are easy to ignore. Maybe calls or letters.
yeah, emails or calls. But the problem is, it's, you know, we're dealing with such a massive entity in NBC that there's really, I mean, where do you even start? You know, I mean, in terms of talking to somebody, I mean, who do you even start with at that? And I know Honky had said something about really making an effort to try to get that footage. So I don't know where, you know, we would have heard something if he had gotten anywhere, I would think, but. You know, we may
I would
never.
try Stone Phillips, maybe the co-anchor of the show.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, but how do you? I mean, I don't know. I haven't really made much of an effort beyond just kind of poking around to see what the nodes of communication are to NBC. I've never really talked to any. I mean, I wouldn't even know where to say. It was such a hassle to get that footage from the KBI, and that was like, you know, that's small time compared to dealing with NBC. I mean, that was just a regional government office, and that took me forever and a bunch of hoops that I had to jump through to get it. So
you had to pay, no, to get it?
No, I didn't have to pay.
Really?
No, yeah. They, I thought that, you know, they said, well, you might have to cover the cost of the DVD. But once I finally, you know, got the last of the paperwork done, I came home one day and the thing was waiting for me.
Wow, must have felt like ecstatic.
Dude, I was. I didn't know what I was coming back from Houston. I live in San Antonio, for those who don't know. Go Spurs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I was coming back from Houston, and I had been up all night, and I had gone to see my friends. And anyway, I was just run down, and I was driving. And I came home, and my plans were just to crash out. And I figured I'd check the mailbox on a whim because, man, I'd been waiting forever for that footage by that time. And it was there, and needless to say, I, you know, watched it 2 or 3 times, and...
Am I gonna jail tonight?
Oh man, I couldn't believe it, man. It was like, you know, when you get that Christmas present that you've been waiting for all year on Christmas morning when you're a kid. I mean, it was a spiritual experience watching that footage for the first time. Praise be to Quad.
I can't believe it. I didn't. When he asked the question, "Am I gonna jail?" and the guy said, "Yes, sir. I won't lie to you." Why is this surprise? I mean, what did he expect?
Yeah.
No, you can go home, sir. It's all good. You did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You weren't gonna rape
okay,
a little girl or anything?
Real quick, I want to ask. Yeah, right. Like, you know, what's funny is that, I mean, look, we all know that Lorne is not. I mean, let's just be blunt. He's pretty obviously a fucking idiot. I mean, the guy's just stupid as hell. Obviously, we're not dealing with a tremendously bright mind here, but I don't see how. I mean, you know, how do you go from? I mean, in both instances where we see him say, "No, I wasn't going to do anything," it comes almost immediately before or after he acknowledges that he brought condoms with him. So, I mean, the obviously chat log is incriminating enough, but it's like obvious. I don't know. I mean, I don't know who he thought he was fooling. But
He's just in denial.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what else. I guess maybe any of us that were in a situation like that, we would deny as much as we possibly could just to protect ourselves. But, you know, I mean, the guy had to have known he was fucked from Jump Street.
I don't know if you watch the one in Ocean County, New Jersey, but there's a guy who does the same thing. He comes with condoms, and Chris Hansen asks him, what was going to happen if I wasn't there? And he says, he brought KI jelly, sorry. And the guy says, I think it's pretty obvious. So he's honest, at least. I don't know if you remember him. He's the guy claiming to be a firefighter, and he does a kind of scheme where he tries to lure her with the older man. I have an older friend who's a virgin.
He's a bigger guy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And he's got the thing in his back pocket. Holy hell.
That's not Steve Takes Pics or anything, right?
Yeah, that's Steve Takes Pics.
That was Steve Takes Pics. Yeah, I remember.
He admits it, at least.
Yeah, Steve Takes Pics.
And he admits it. He doesn't lie.
Does it bother anybody else that we all know exactly who these people are, and we don't even have to? How obsessed are we all with this show and these people that like, oh yeah, that's Steve Takes Pics. That's New Jersey. I believe that was that was Predator number 4 on the docket. Holy hell!
I'm gonna get some counseling to get off the internet.
I gotta do something I can't do. Oh, quad.
But that's a good question you raised. Why does he deny it? I mean, it's so obvious. It's like the most obvious thing ever. That's good. I'd like to hear you, Shaman. What do you have to say on that?
He was just unstable emotionally. And he just didn't react.
There's so much unpacking we could do with this. One thing I want to throw out real quick, since Nathaniel just asked Shaman a question, I want to start talking now. Because I'm a jerk. Yeah. No, I just want to, because you're getting into something that we could talk about for a long, long time. And I just thought I'd throw out that if those of you out there who are listening to this Lornography people, Church of Quad members, if you dig this, we were talking about maybe we may do this again sometime and do it like live so that people can post questions in real time or comments. And
call maybe.
Yeah, and if other people want to get in on Skype, I think I saw somewhere that up to 25 people can get in on a Skype call. So, there's a lot of potential for this if it's something people dig that we could do going forward. Because we really could. I'm a student of people, so for me, the angle that makes all this so fascinating is the psychology behind it. So that's something we can talk about for a long, long time, depending on how deep people want to go. So
definitely.
Anyway, I thought I'd throw that out there. So if you guys, we should, I guess leave comments on the video, and if y'all like it and y'all want to do something like this again, maybe we might make it happen. But I wanted to ask something real quick for everybody to chime in on, because one of the themes on the discussion in our videos is like, how do you tell people about your obsession with Lauren? Your friends know about it, your family know about it, and JDS Priest talks a lot about that. He's got some funny stories about almost getting busted. You need to just come out, brother. Tell your wife, man. She needs to know the truth. The truth that you're obsessed with a balding pervert on the internet. It's okay, she'll still love you. But for me, I'm really open. I just tell people, I've got this absurd, ridiculous obsession with this guy. And I don't pull any punches with it. People think I'm weird or not, but I'd love it if you guys want to talk just, for a minute about, do you tell the people in your life? Is it funny? Do people, know about your fascination and your new religion, and what do they think? So y'all jump in with that.
Go ahead, Nathaniel.
Well, I don't make any effort to hide it, but I might be less obsessed. I don't talk about everyone. I should maybe be a better missionary, maybe. So it's not secret, but I don't make any effort to hide it neither. So people, my family, my friends know I have a website on that guy, but they take it as a big joke, which it isn't. I mean, it's not a joke. Exactly. I love Lon so much, and I want to make that clear. But my friends think praise God. Lauren is so awesome. He's the best man who ever lived. He's our savior, he brought joy into our life.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
But no, people don't think it's weird. I've done much weirder.
I don't hide it either. I tell everybody I can about it, really. Whenever I meet people, and we're talking about things, it always comes to, so what are you into? What do you like to do? I always say straight up, well, there's this guy that I'm obsessed with. Have you ever heard of To Catch a Predator? And I'll just tell them about him. And, nobody's ever heard of Lauren, really. Everybody's heard of the show, but nobody's really heard of Lauren. And that's when I just try to, spread the gospel. And I try to explain to them who Lauren was and what he did for us that night in Bowling Green, what happened to him. And I tell him about my channel. I say, hey, I'm the Bass Shaman on YouTube. Just type in Lauren Armstrong on YouTube and a bunch of my shit will come up and you'll see, and you can join my church, Church of Quad. We have an entire Church of Quad, and we're all a big family, and we all trust in Lauren. And you know, sometimes people do check out my shit. Sometimes people will check it out, and that's how I've gotten a few subscribers too, is from people that I tell about it, and you know, in person. But
yeah,
you know, I think it's really most people just don't understand it. You know, they don't understand the church, they don't understand Lauren, and it's unfortunate that they won't get to join the Church of Quad, because as you can tell just by listening to this, we are a body together, one body in Lauren, and together the love that we feel for Lauren, that Lauren had for Kayla, that we have for each other, it's just absolutely phenomenal.
Yes, it really is. It's almost otherworldly. And for me, the message is simple. What is a life without Laurenography worth?
Not a whole lot.
Exactly.
It's just all there is to it.
It's a really good point.
Yes.
I just want to say the website, Church of God, very soon everybody will be able to post what they want, basically make any article they want, and I want people to just exactly post on that. What does Lauren represent for you? Why did you fall in love? And I'd like to ask you this. What is the one moment that you fell in love with Lauren? Because the first time I watched the show in 2007, I listened to the original broadcast, and I didn't think much of Lauren. He wasn't particularly vulgar, at least not on television. He wasn't particularly striking, so I totally forgot him. And it was only 4 years later that I fell in love with him. So I'd like to ask you, when is the exact moment you fell in love with our Savior?
Great question. Shaman, you want to go?
I'm going to have to think for a second. You can go, Sam.
Okay. Yeah, well, for me, I had a similar experience in the sense that the first time I saw Lauren, it wasn't particularly striking. I was caught by the aspect of the deep love. That was the thing that caught my attention. And I'll tell you what's interesting. Like we've talked about so many times, most of these guys are there for one thing, and one of the things that sets Lauren apart is that he had this completely profound emotional aspect to his experience. Then, of course, you know, so the love thing, and that's, you know, we just don't see that. It's kind of interesting that the guy who comes just before him in the Kentucky Sting, the big heavy guy, I can't. He's
gonna give you a hug.
Yeah, that's the guy. I can't think who it is, but we all know who I'm talking about. He had the same deal, and I didn't really get too much into his story, but I did peruse his chat log briefly a couple of times. His is a little bit darker because the difference, you know, like I've always said, one of the things that makes Lauren's story so interesting for me is the obliviousness that he has to his own situation. He's a loser who thinks he's a winner. The other guy, his was really kind of dark and I mean depressing. Like the guy obviously had some real self-worth issues and was in a low place in his life, but he knew about it. I don't know how to say that. I mean, obviously
he was aware of it.
Well, yeah, it's like, I mean, obviously the guy's still a wretched piece of shit who wanted to rape a child, and I don't have any sympathy for him. But that element of obliviousness is missing from his story. It's like when you read his chat log, or for me, when I read his chat log, I just got depressed. When I read Lauren's chat log, I'm just like, you know, this shit is pathetic and hilarious.
Yeah.
But the other guy, the big guy, I can't. It wasn't the same. Anyway, but it's interesting that. But in his chat log, he talks about, well, I think I love you. I would want to marry you. I mean, it was pretty similar in that regard. So it's kind of interesting that they had back-to-back stories where the guys were kind of really sprung on these girls.
Yeah.
And thought they loved them. So
it was long too, wasn't it? It was like 300 pages or something.
I don't remember how long it was. I remember that the time period was about the same, if I recall correctly. It's about a month.
About a month.
But it was one of those deals where they were talking today, and and he thought he loved her and everything. But for me, so when I first saw Lauren's story, I wasn't really compelled by it. I was interested in that love aspect, but it passed. There's so many guys in those shows that you could really kind of fixate on for different reasons. But when I went back and saw it again, I had remembered being interested in that aspect of it and being very curious about how somebody could possibly delude themselves into thinking they were in love with someone that they had been talking to on the internet for 6 days, and what kind of person would have to would it be that would have this level of desperation and self-delusion. And that's what really made me say, well, I'm going to look this guy up and see what I can find out about him. And so that was the tweak for me. That was the thing that really caught my attention and kept it. And the rest is history. So that's my story. That's how I got converted to lornography.
Interesting. What about you, Chapman?
For me, when I originally saw it back when it was on TV, of course, I didn't really think a whole lot of it. I didn't think a whole lot. Of course, not a whole lot. But years later, I'm watching that shit on YouTube. I'm just watching them, and next thing you know, I happen to come across Lorne Armstrong, and it just hit me a little different the next time, because it's just the moment where he says "Cord," the moment where he said that, and somehow whenever I got the idea to look at the chat log, because he said 400 pages, and when I heard that, and I'm on the computer, I'm like 400 pages, what the hell? So I decided to try to look it up and shit. Found it. I was like, what the hell? I can read all 400 pages of this shit? And really, I think through reading that shit, like, you read the first couple of pages and you're like, wow. And that's when I fucking fell in love with Lorne. When I honored him is when I read that shit. You can watch that shit over and over. It's not, you gotta read the chat log to truly understand our Lord and Savior, to understand his heart and his soul and the love that he felt for Kayla and Mr. Penis and Miss Vagina and all the other blessed words that are in the holy chat log.
A chat log about 400 pages.
Tonight, this Kayla is gonna get raped. But it's all about the chat log. It's all about the chat log for me. That's the chat log to me.
It is a singular piece of work in the annals of To Catch a Predator history. That's what makes it. I totally agree. That chat log is and it's spellbinding.
I want to say something. One more thing about the chat log. I want to say one more thing about the chat log is that for some reason, internally, I feel like some things may have been cut out of it.
Of the chat log?
I think maybe so.
Really?
I think so. I'm not sure if maybe some things might have been manipulated. I don't even know why I feel like that. I just feel like something seems a little bit off.
Now, you mean manipulated by NBC or by Perverted Justice?
Perverted Justice.
Huh.
Yeah, because he says that she said no to her, but it's nowhere in the chat log. In his lawsuit, he says, I told her no many times. Maybe to remove that.
Yeah. What's interesting to me is, I've thought about that, because he says that, he makes that argument in his lawsuits, and you'd have to look at the timestamps for that stuff, I guess. But what's interesting to me is that what would need to have been said to contravene what we know was said in terms of the manipulation that he applied to try to get her to agree to meet with him, or all these things that they planned on doing. In other words, the things that would have to have been deleted would have to be pretty comprehensive in terms of sort of contradicting like the thrust of what we feel like he was trying to do based on what's in the chat log. I don't know if I'm saying that in a way that makes any kind of sense, but in other words, it's pretty obvious that like, what would he have had to say that was deleted that would have offset what he said about planning to come see her?
I just gotta pause this real quick, because this is the first time opening this game, and the volume is probably usually all the way up. So I'm just gonna pause it and turn the sound down. Oh wait, I know what to do.
Which isn't to say that stuff wasn't left out. I mean, that's certainly a possibility, but I'd be... curious. I'm interested to know what your theory is regarding the motive for why Perverted Justice would have deleted stuff from the chat log.
Or maybe replaced, or I'm not sure. I just feel like they may have to paint him as more of a sex-obsessed person. Although he was obsessed with sex, I have a strong feeling.
Work too hard. Yeah.
I have a strong feeling there might have been some other things in there somewhere.
Now, the obvious question that raises for me is, what were the guidelines, sort of the operating parameters, for the KBI that they imposed on Perverted Justice, vis-a-vis, like, in other words, if was it enough for Perverted Justice just to present static or archived files of the chat to say, hey, here's the chat, this is what he said, and then KBI says, okay, well, we pass muster on that? Or was it something in the code? I mean, were they required to submit the
hard drive?
Yeah, like the in other words, I wonder what the vetting procedure was to for the KBI to be able to accept Perverted Justice's the material that PJ submitted to the KBI, say, okay, this is undoctored, this is, in other words, this isn't just incriminating for the sake of incrimination. I don't know if I'm saying that very well, but I'm curious to know, sort of what the standards were that PJ had to meet in order for that to be admitted as evidence. Yeah.
I have two things to say about that, but I'll let Shaman go first.
No, you go first.
I go first. I have two things. I studied To Catch Predator way too much. I have to say this: the most damning piece of evidence in those cases is definitely the confession, because when you watch the police interview, Lauren is basically confessing.
Right.
How old did you think she was? 13. He says it because I'm not sure that just the chat log would be enough to prosecute. Maybe it would. I don't know. But I think that the confession he gives is very damning. Yeah. And I also know that there's a sort of proxy. So when the decoys chats with the guy, especially in the later investigation, there's a middle server at Perverted Justice. In other words, she's using a VPN, and there's a server at Perverted Justice that copies the chat log. And I also know that they get a warrant, the police take the computer of the guy and basically take the chat archives on his computer, because despite what our friend believes, despite what Lauren thinks, when you delete your archives on Yahoo, it doesn't really delete them. They're still there. Right. You just can't see them. Right. So I think that's how they do it.
Yeah, right. That's revelatory, because that speaks to what I was trying to say, which is that in order for the chat log to be incriminating, they have to be able to demonstrate two things. Firstly, that the accused is the one who wrote the incriminating material, that it wasn't written by someone else. And two, to Honky's Shaman's speculation, that it was undoctored. So you have to prove that Lauren wrote it and that it wasn't changed after he wrote it. So having access to that middle server, like you were talking about, that would seem to settle the issue for me. I don't know if that's how they had it set up or if that's how it worked now, but that would seem to kind of satisfy the requirements, in my opinion.
But Lauren pled guilty at the end, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but all these guys, did any of these guys ever get off?
Yeah, a few of them did. Not just in Texas. The Texas thing, basically, I know why they really got off. It's not because they're not pervert. It's not because of Perverted Justice fault. It's just because the prosecutor killed himself and the assistant. Yeah. But there were a few guys in a few investigations that were let off. One example, he didn't get left off, but he was like given a break, was Nick Bailey from the Ohio sting, and he got reduced from a felony to a misdemeanor, which is basically nothing. So he got off on this one.
Nick Bailey.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite wall interviews on YouTube. It's pretty funny, actually. He's 19 years old, trying to hit on a 15-year-old. So it's not too bad, It's not like Lauren with 13 and 37.
Yeah.
And there's a guy also who got off in Florida because he never entered the house. And in Florida, you don't commit a felony if you don't go into the house.
Really?
So it depends on state legislatures.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Well, I have one more subject. If you guys have time for one more bit of discussion,
Of course.
and if
I could speak about Lorne all night.
yeah, I mean, well, I can and do. When I'm not talking to you guys about it, I'm talking to myself about it, or I'm out there on the street proselytizing, trying to get people in. But unless somebody else has something more pressing they want to bring up, because I don't want to step on any toes, and I know I've done a lot of the talking. I just have all these notes, and but I'm really interested. Obviously, Lorne is first in our hearts and in our souls and in our minds and everywhere else, and I think that's really sweet. Sorry. Trying to make use of my little gimmick here, but I want to know who everybody's number 2 is. Now, for me, it's obvious. Jean-Pierre Weary.
Oh.
That's my guy. That's my number 2. The best uncut interview of all of them, in my opinion. You know, and I think that a lot of the Lornographers are going to agree with me on that. But that's my number 2. So I want to hear, and it just comes down to the fantastic tale he weaved. We all know what that's all about, and I talked to Shaman a little bit about this. I'm going to try to work on an analysis of the Weary footage, you know, in the same vein as the analyses that he's done on some of the other guys already. But so Weary's my number 2. I want to hear who y'all's are and why. So
go ahead,
take it
Nathaniel.
away, whoever wants to.
No, it's your turn. I already spoke about the police and perfect justice. I'm curious to know. I think it's Jeffrey Douglas Stacy, your favorite. Am I right?
My second
Or
favorite.
Can I Rape You Anally?
I do like Can I Rape You Ada. I love that motherfucker.
We all have our things, okay?
We all have our things, okay? Dude's such an asshole, man.
I can't. You know, they're all. We hate them all, but except Lorne, who I hate and love. But there's just nothing likable about that guy. I mean, he's like he would be high on my list of like guys to hate, but he's just so damn smug and almost flippant in the face of Chris's interrogation. And the rape you anally thing really is, you know,
the name.
It gets responses.
It gets responses.
Yeah.
When have you acted and actually follow through with the chat? Never.
Is his chat out there? I never have looked to see if.
No.
It's not. Okay. So his like Weary. His chat is one of the missing tomes.
Oh man.
Yes, they were lost.
So is that your number 2? Would you say that's your number 2, Shaman, or is there someone else you'd put ahead of him?
I really, really like Can I Rape You Anally? I also really, really, really like Dustin McFetridge. Just Dustin McFetridge was the shit, man. He was the shit. He was so. That's what I want to do my next analysis on is Dustin McFetridge. Okay. He is just so fucking like the things he told her. Like we told her wear a pair for what 2 or 3 days straight.
Oh yeah.
Like that shit's gonna be so musty, man. And he just.
I forgot about that.
I really do like him. I don't know. There's behind Lorne. There's nobody that just really like I'm obsessed with. Like I guess I really like Dustin McFetridge. I really like who else? I don't know. Then there's a few other ones, but just nobody really like takes that number 2 spot for me. You know, for me it's all just my number 1. Like I devote everything to Lorne. You know.
Right.
But there are several other ones I do like. I just don't really have a number 2 that I could really, you know, put up there. If I did, it'd probably be Dustin McFetridge, or Can I Rape You Anally?
They're all false religions, and Lorne is the truth. So I hear you on that. I mean, there's no, you know, behind and next to Lorne, there is no other.
Yeah, nobody even compares. You know, nobody comes close.
No, I'll tell you who I was always fascinated, and then real quick is the big dude, and he was on the beach. Is that New Jersey? I think that's the big black dude.
The bodybuilder.
Oh,
yeah. That guy had. I mean. You can't. I mean, that guy couldn't have had any trouble meeting women. I can't, for the life of me, understand. I just don't get that. I mean, maybe he just had a thing for kids, which is horrible. But
yeah,
like you'd have to. I mean, almost all of these guys, you can pinpoint something, and in many cases, a lot of some things that are like social deficiencies of some kind that kind of explain why they have to get desperate.
Yeah.
Apart from whatever, you know, just. Sick fixation they have with the idea of sex with a child, but that guy, it just, you know,
I think he probably had a thing for innocence. And
Maybe so.
but him being like that, you know, a lot of innocent girls aren't really gonna be, you know, giving him a shot. He's gonna be getting like those hoes that just like him because he's muscular and shit, you know.
Yeah, you may be right. That's a good thought. So what about you, Nathaniel? You got a number 2 for us?
I do, but I feel a bit bad because it's a guy and I'm sure you never heard of.
Okay.
But for me, he was a number 1 for a very long time. I'm not sure if I should tell it. I'm feeling a bit ashamed. I guarantee you've never heard of him. I'm not going to tell you why I love him. You really have to listen to the whole interview.
Okay.
It's David Oskan. I'm sure you didn't hear of him.
David?
David Oskan.
David. Oh, okay. It's which? Yeah, tell us about.
Okay, I'll tell you why. In Ohio, one good thing about Ohio, we got pretty much all the police interview. David, when you listen to him, he's really boring. It's not a good. What I recommend you do, you listen to the whole interview with Chris Anton and the police. It's really boring. You're not gonna like it. It's gonna be like, ugh.
How do you spell his name?
When you watch it a couple of times, D-A-V-U-T.
David, and what's his last name?
Yeah. O-Z-K-A-N.
O-Z-K-A-N.
I'm telling you, I'm not gonna tell you why I love him.
Oh yeah.
But when you fall in love with him,
I remember this guy.
You will fall hard.
Yeah,
but watch the extended footage.
It wasn't
crazy.
memorable. So the extended footage is where to go. You say that holds the key. Okay.
Yes, I think that is top sentence that he said. I'm not going to tell you what happens during the interview because I don't know if you watched the Jeffrey Stacy extended interview.
Oh yeah.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
David Oskan is even better. I hate to say it, but it's so
That's
good. The
hype.
first time,
Damn, I'm gonna watch that as soon as we get off of here. As soon as we get off here, I'm gonna watch it.
You're not gonna understand my fascination. And the chat log he has, it's really bad. The chat log is like there's no sex, nothing. There's no solicitation. And one day I'll write an article on him and just why I love him. There's a reason. I'm not going to tell you why. It's so I cannot say more. I'm going to ruin it if I say more. You have to discover him yourself, much like Lauren.
Damn it. You guys are not helping me beat this obsession. Now I got another one I got to research.
And I know that you were both in the military. So if you have a chance, watch Rob Klein's interview with the police.
Rob.
Oh
Klein.
yeah, that guy.
He's a young guy, right?
He's the skinny little guy. Drove the Mustang.
Yeah,
right?
I felt bad for that little guy.
You did? I hated that guy.
He seemed like a little child looking for another child. He looked like he's about 15. He looked like he's about 14.
Did you watch the uncut stuff, the police stuff?
Yeah, watch that.
I haven't seen all that.
You gotta watch that. He's such a fucking. He's so conceited. I don't know how to say. Like, I don't know. He's just a poser, man.
Damn.
I don't know how to describe it.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Then I've never seen that.
That guy was thoroughly unlikable. He was unlikable enough that I watched the extended footage just based on the way that he acted in the part that aired. I hated him. So I was like, you know, this fucking guy just he's just asking to get the hell beat out of him somewhere. And
damn,
I wasn't let down in the extended footage.
And the interview begins, and he says, "What you go to school for?" And he says, "Actually, I want to become a criminal justice investigator." Oh well, you're off to a bad start.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't say that, but it's like pretty much implied that he says that.
He's just one of those guys that thinks he's real sharp and he's not. Like he's one of those guys that thinks he's a lot smarter than he really is. Kind of like Lauren.
End, yeah. At the end, Rob Klein says, "I was supposed to go to Texas, but right now I cannot." And the cop says, "No, right now you cannot. But once you get out, are you getting to Texas?"
I'm gonna have to watch that one too. I've got some things I need to watch tonight.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
He's a military guy, and it's pretty obvious. He talks to the cop, talks to the cop like he's a surgeon, you know? Like
he tries right. All of it like we're all the same. He negative, sir,
yeah.
negative. Like he's a real badass. Oh, I fucking hated that guy.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to check it out.
You know, sometimes you just meet people and you wish you could knock them out. Like,
yeah, definitely.
He's that kind of guy. I hated him.
And the cops ask him, "Do you have any child pornography on your computer?" And he says, "I don't think so, but if there is, it's my brother."
It's my brother. I caught my brother looking at like some bestiality stuff the other night. He said that. Like, oh, well, that's good.
Shit, he was on that shit, man. He was on that zootube.com.
Oh. I don't even want to know that those websites exist. I know that they do. I know that they're out there, but I want to pretend that you know, everybody's reasonably normal except for the guys we see on TV. Opus. Well, what do you think, guys? You think we did enough for done enough for one? This is like going to be like an hour. That's probably enough for people to have to.
Yeah, that's probably enough. That's probably enough for now. We give some closing statements.
Yes. Let's do that. I just want to say my thanks to Shaman and my thanks to Nathaniel, and thanks Honky for not showing up. You jerk. But I enjoyed this, you guys. I have no idea how it's going to play. I don't know if anybody else will get anything out of it. I hope so. You know, so for those of y'all out there listening, I hope you guys like this. And if you do, let's do it again sometime, and let's get more of y'all involved. And let's continue to obsess over a balding middle-aged loser on the internet, because that's normal, right?
Well, are you nervous now? Are you nervous about talking to me now?
He seems obsessed with that. He keeps wanting to make sure she's not nervous anymore. I mean, he brings that up in the phone call, and he brings it up in the house. A little bit, not as bad as what you thought you would be.
Tonight you calm my nervousness.
It's a form of neuro-linguistic programming. So if somebody is nervous, you ask them, "Are you nervous?" Oh, that nervousness is going away now, and it's supposed to make the person more at ease with you. I don't know if it works though.
Well, Lauren is nothing if not the master of subtle psychological strategy. I mean,
Did you read about Durango Mango? She wrote to him in jail, and he replied to her. Basically, she wrote. Yeah, I think it was you who asked Durango Mango that, but she wrote to him and she said, "You scammed us and you robbed us for $30,000.
Yeah.
My husband is sick, you know." And he wrote back, and the only thing he wrote back is, "I acknowledge reception of your letter."
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I remember seeing that, and I would be, you know. By the way, Lauren, if you're out there listening, dude, you know, be careful driving those trucks with the logs on the back, or you know, whatever the fuck it is you do for the logging company, or I don't know, maybe somebody said something about. By the way, do you guys have as hard a time as I do navigating fucking Google and YouTube and all that shit? And there's like 8 different places where messages go to, and I just want to say, if
Google Plus fucked everything up.
Yeah, if somebody out there is waiting for a response on something, there's so much shit out there, and there's so many conversations going on, I can't keep track of it all. So if I have not responded to something that somebody wrote or something like that, please don't take it personally. It's just that I can't follow this shit. It makes me mad. But I don't know what got me off on that. Oh yeah, Lauren, hey, if you're listening, that offer stands, buddy. I'm upping it to $1,000. $1,000 for a 20-minute interview. Get in touch with me.
I'll chip in that. I'll chip in that.
There you go. And if anybody else wants to get in on it, that's fine too. But if not, I'll foot it. You call me, email me, do something. I want the interview. I promise. I'm not gonna be nice to you because I fucking hate you, but I will.
I'm gonna be nice to you.
No, I'll be fair. I'll let you say what you have to say. We will let you. If you don't want to talk to me, you can talk to one of these other guys. We will let you speak your piece. Do it. We want to hear from you. I
want
need closure.
To know, you changed my life. You made me a better person, and you had a big influence on this world. You made the world, although you didn't mean to, you made the world better. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I would kiss your feet, Lauren.
You make us all better just by being the worst human being alive, because all we can all say, no matter how bad I get, no matter how bad life gets, at least I'm not Lauren. Glorious thing.
Poor Lord.
What's going on?
Nathaniel, you have anything? Your closing statement?
I would like to read a short extract. Yes, I'm reading again of the Lornography, the Holy Lornography, with your permission.
Praise be to God.
I'm gonna try to apply myself better then. It will hurt the first time, but after that, it will feel really good to you. Why it hurts the first time anyway? Because my penis is bigger than your vagina hole, and it will stretch your vagina hole some, so some of it will fit in. Stretch it out! You're scaring me! I don't mean to scare you, precious. Your vagina hole will close back up to its normal size, but the next time my penis goes in it, it will feel better and feel a lot better to you.
Words of the gospel.
Well.
Oh, God.
Who talks about vagina hole? Who says that?
Vagina hole.
Mac daddies say that, my friend. Real ladies, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you for reading that, Daniel.
Oh,
The Holy
Lord.
Scriptures. Praise be to God.
The few people that we forgot to mention earlier. I don't know. Did we give a shout out to Lance Top earlier?
No, we gotta hit. Yeah, no. Yeah, read them off.
Lance Top. Who else? We want to Lily Rowe. We also want to who else? Storm in My Mind.
Yes. Yes, I probably should get on there and look too. All of them, man. If you're in Lornography, if you've contributed in any way...
Miguel. We forgot to mention Miguel.
Miguel, there you go. And just all of you
True
people
followers
out
of
there
COD
that have just commented out of the blue, right? I mean, there's so many. It's just amazing how many of these people... I mean, there's a lot.
We have JB. JB's been with the church for a while.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Great stuff.
Matchbox.
Yeah, he's good. ZGGRT43. I may have butchered that name, but I know there's it's like a bunch of letters and it starts with a Z. You guys know who I'm talking about. I
know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, let's get his. I want to get his name right. All of y'all, man. All of y'all.
Crank Cinema.
How could we forget Crank?
And To Catch a Codfish coming out with some funny ass shit.
Of course. I'm so sorry, buddy. How could we forget? All of you guys, man.
Of course, the Lauren Armstrong, because we have one Lauren Armstrong, and he's like the main. He's been the main Lauren Armstrong like the whole time.
Yeah, to the first Lauren Armstrong, to the more recent Lauren L. Armstrong.
The LL Armstrong.
LL Armstrong. There's is it Lauren Coolstrong or LL Coolstrong? It's somebody Coolstrong.
Yeah, I've seen Lauren Coolstrong too.
Yeah, that to him. And by the way, LL Armstrong came out a couple days ago and admitted that he was Jeff from Yahoo Answers.
Yeah, he did.
Now, I gotta say, for some reason, LL Armstrong had a couple of people thinking he might have really been Lauren on the YouTube side.
He was fooling some people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna name it, but a couple people contacted me, said, I think this guy may be legit. I didn't buy it, so I just want to brag on myself there because I didn't believe it. But I thought that the Jeff thing over on Yahoo Answers, I had thought that might have been legit.
I did too. That shit had me kind of worried.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it turns out it wasn't. And Honky didn't believe it for a second. But I thought that there was a chance that it might have been him. Because really, I mean, isn't going to Yahoo Answers for legal advice kind of something that, you know, someone affiliated with Lauren would do?
Yes.
But it turns out that I was wrong by that. So, hey, props to you, LL Armstrong, for tricking me on that, because I thought that was a possibility. So I thought he did a decent job. The sell for me was that he didn't. It wasn't until one of those guys, No Name Entered, called our attention to it. Other than that, there was nobody had really called it. And some of those posts on Yahoo Answers were like a couple of months old by that time.
Yeah.
And so that's why I kind of thought that, you know, there was a chance that it might be him. Tom McIntyre.
Michael Sousa, did we thank him?
Yeah, Miguel Sousa. ZGGRT 443.
Red Tango.
Red Tango.
Yeah.
Angela.
Oh, yeah,
think
Angela.
we named it earlier.
Beavis Jones.
Oh yeah, Beavis. Beavis.
Yeah, he's posted some stuff. That's good.
Some funny shit.
Oh man.
Do you think that Lauren do you think that Lauren knew that 8 years after he did that there would be talk show about him?
Well, I kind of think that to read his lawsuits, you know, he almost thinks that there's like that people really know who he is. I mean, that people have known who he was throughout, like before we came along. Because I mean, that's one of the things he alleges in the chat log. I mean, in the Lauren Soiled Cap. We gotta acknowledge Lauren Soiled Cap, because that cap has been through more than any of us could possibly imagine. And that cap, Lucky Lauren, with the
Lucky Lauren,
big Scare Bear.
Yeah, Scare Bear.
But
and Sean Allen Chaney.
Yeah, fuck you, Sean.
Yeah, Sean. Fuck you, Sean. You piece of shit.
Go to hell, dog. Was he the one that was hassling? Peterson?
Yeah, he was talking shit to people, man.
Okay, fuck off, Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
Come on here and say something to us. Anytime, buddy.
Sean.
He's in Texas, isn't he? I'm in Texas.
He is.
I'll meet up with the dog. We check that jaw real quick.
Bunch of us are down here in Texas.
Oh yeah, dude.
You guys are lucky. Is he a star in Texas?
Nah, he's just some fucking loser. He's just some guy that came on to the YouTube videos and started talking shit to a bunch of us.
Yeah.
As I understand it, right? Shaman, there's not more. Is there more to the story? 'Cause as I understood, that's all it was. Is he just was talking shit to a bunch of our people.
Yeah, with a fake Lauren Armstrong account. His name was Lauren L. Armstrong. And then as soon as I banned him on that shit, he came on there with his real one and started talking all that shit. And then I went to his Facebook, and that's how I found out who the fuck he was, because he was saying the same shit on Facebook that he was talking about on YouTube.
There you go. That's it. I tried to follow that, but it was like everything else with Google. It was hard to follow, so I didn't know. I think I picked up about half of it. Anyway, fuck off, Sean. ZGGRT443. That's the guy's name.
Yeah.
Gotta give him a shout out. Well, good job, you guys. Okay, so I guess Shaman's gonna throw this up on his YouTube channel here.
Yeah, do you have any closing word, Shamans, for us?
I just want to say, Quad bless us, everybody.
Oh, Quad.
God. By the way, Chris Hansen is doing a Kickstarter, and if we donate $500, we get to have a chat with him.
Sweet.
$500.
I'm thinking about doing that, and I'll tell you obviously I would just want to talk about Lauren the whole time, but I kind of think that maybe if I could get an audience with him, like he could point us in the direction that we would need to go to get the footage. Like he might be able to say, oh yeah, here's the guy you want to talk to over at NBC or something. I mean, I don't know if he has any affiliation with NBC at all anymore.
Oh, he does. Yes, he does.
He does. Okay. So maybe, I don't know. I'm thinking about throwing that money down just so I can get that meeting with him. So I spend the first 10 minutes talking about Lauren, and like the last 10, seeing if he can help me figure out how to get that footage.
He met our prophet. Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, yeah, that makes him kind of like a minor prophet himself.
If he didn't exist, we would have never met the Holy Prophet.
Doesn't he look just like the guy who played Henry Hill, Ray Liotta? He's in the vodka commercials now. To me, he looks just like him. Like Chris Hansen now looks just like Ray Liotta now. I don't know if anybody know, or if y'all know who I'm talking about.
He's from Goodfellas, huh?
Yep, from Goodfellas, and he does the Cuervo or 1800 commercials. Anyway,
and he was on Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Oh, was he?
Here's the main guy, Tommy Vercetti.
I love that game. It's the best GTA.
Not really. I'm not much of a game player unless it's basketball.
Or something to do with Lauren.
Yeah, if there was a Lauren video game.
At Lauren.
Yes, if I could do if there were a Lauren video game, that would be probably the greatest human accomplishment to this point, I would think.
So you think Chris Hansen looks like Ray Liotta now?
They look the same to me, or they look similar. Maybe
I was thinking Chris Hansen looks kind of like the grandpa from Hey Arnold.
I don't think I ever saw that show. I think that was after my time. So I don't know. But anyway, I always thought they looked that whenever I saw Chris, I thought, hey, that's old Henry Hill, isn't it? Got old.
Oh man! All right then, you guys. That's about an hour 22. So we're gonna put this on there. But it was great talking to you guys. I really enjoyed this.
It's an honor.
Yeah, God bless you guys, and everybody post your comments, post your feedback, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. And if so, we'll do it again, and everybody can get involved.
If you want to post, I'm Church of God. I'm gonna update it tonight. You can post your post. I'm sorry.
Sweet. Yeah, I've got some stuff I'm working on for you over there, so I'll be getting that up here at some point.
Yeah, website's open. I'm not gonna modify anything. I'm not gonna delete anything. It's all free space for you to express your love for our Savior.
Well, thanks for doing that. It is truly a blessing of Quad.
My meager contributions.
Yes. All right, you guys. Well, God bless you all, and we will talk soon. And happy Laurenographying, everybody.
All right. Bye, sweetheart.
Bye, sweetheart. I'm right here waiting.
You must really like me to talk to me that long.
I think I just bought a card. I don't know how many minutes we're on.
All right, y'all. Later.
All right, man. Later, you guys.
The ice truck killer.